Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. We'll get started. Throughout life, we all learn lessons about many, many, many different things. We learn about the way the world works, mainly through trial and error, right? If we fail a test in school, we study for the next one to make sure that we don't fail the next one. If we get our ass kicked, we learn how to fight so we can kick their ass, or at least not get our ass kicked again. You guys get the picture. If you fail at one business, you take the lessons learned, you apply it to your new business, you guys get the idea. For reasons known only to the creator himself, one of the very few exceptions to that rule, as far as people who are smart enough to make adjustments are concerned, as it looks like I've got the wrong, hang on a second. So what's going on here, guys, is I do apologize. I do apologize, by the way. I do apologize, by the way, for the lack of production here. We actually had a couple of brownouts, and it completely. Anytime we have a brownout, OBS freaks out, and so let's see here. Let's try this again. Jesus freaking Christ, man! I swear to God, it's always something, isn't it? It's always something. We do it live, guys. Just give me a second. Gotta be freaking kidding me with this. There we go. All right, let me see if I can get this right. Unfucking believable, man. I also have to see if the main event is going to be. Nope, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. I guess I should have checked this. I guess I should have checked this afterwards. But yeah, we've got some severe weather. We got some severe weather out here in the hell all up and down the East Coast, really, for that matter. And it's really kind of thrown things. It's been all right for the most part all day today, but of course, when I'm getting ready to live stream, that's when it starts to act up. Okay, there we are on Rumble. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, so let's Jesus fucking Christ. Let's try this again, only this time we're going to get it right. All right, here we go. There we go. Throughout life, as we try this again, throughout life, we all learn lessons about many different things. We learn about the way the world works, mainly through trial and error. Right? If we fail a test in school, we study for the next one to make sure that we don't fail. If we get our asses kicked, we learn how to fight so that we can kick their ass, or at the very least, not get our ass kicked again. If you fail at one business, you take the new lessons learned, apply it to your new business. You guys get the idea. Now, for reasons known only to the creator himself, one of the few exceptions to that rule as far as people who are smart enough to make adjustments in every other part of their lives is relationships. For whatever reason, we seem to have a very difficult time adjusting our habits and characteristics to ensure that we don't get the same outcome, which is the end of a relationship, usually a messy one. Now, as far as men go, we have the manosphere, really, to help us out, to make the changes necessary to not get got. That's generally how these things work, right? We make the necessary changes to reduce the odds of getting burned by females, whether it be getting cheated on, sperm jacked, divorced, EPAR'd, cuckolded, and any number of the many, many ways that women can get over on us and ruin our lives. That is what this and many other shows like it are predicated on. Women, on the other hand, have no interest in changing their habits. They have no interest in changing their circumstances or their characteristics to ensure that they can secure a relationship of consequence with a man of value. Now, the reason for this is simple. I don't think they have to. Women do such a good job at convincing themselves that every breakup was the guy's fault that they rarely make the necessary changes to clean up their act. But what they don't realize is that they all have habits they bring into every relationship that essentially ends it before it begins. The reason they don't have a clue is because these habits are packaged as good and healthy and in everyone's best interest. So they never really see the need to change until they're around 35 years old, and they've realized that maybe sport fucking their way through their 20s may not have been the best idea if they wanted to be in a good relationship with a man they respect and love. Well, today, before we get into the second half of the Fresh and Fit podcast, I'm going to give you guys 20 habits that women have that sabotage their relationships before it even begins. Number 1, she tries to fix and or change you. Now, women do this without thinking about it, right? It starts with, Donovan, I wish you'd trim your beard. Then it escalates to, you'd look so much better clean shaven. Well, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you're a completely different person than you were when you met her. And guess what? That will be the reason she ends up leaving you. And the reason she will give you is, you're not the person I met. And she'd be right. And you think to yourself, but I did everything you asked, which is true. But gentlemen, what you have to understand is that women are designed to try to change men. They don't really want you to change, even though they're convinced that they do. Women might not know what they want, but they know what they don't want. And what they don't want is a man who follows orders and changes who he is on a woman's whims. Modern women do not understand that if a man makes the changes she constantly nags him about, he is going to be something she despises. She doesn't realize it at the time, but one day it will hit her when a dude who is just like you hits on her and starts banging her. When a woman asks you to change something about yourself, it's a shit test. And the messed up part is that she doesn't really even know it. She doesn't want you to change. She wants you to stay who you are. And by doing so, you will keep her attraction and respect. Number 2, she comfort tests you way too much. In relationships, women will do something we call comfort testing, right? And they do it in a couple of different ways. A couple of different ways. Right. The first is a test of masculinity. They want to feel physically safe with you. The second way is to make sure that you're not going anywhere, and this is where they mess things up. You're supposed to keep your woman in a mild state of insecurity at all times because it keeps her on her toes and prevents you from taking you or the relationship for granted. Let me repeat that, because I know this is going to be clipped. You are supposed to keep your woman in a mild state of insecurity. You don't want your woman so insecure that she's on edge all the time. That is not what I'm saying. And of course, my phone is now letting me know that there is a weather thing. I got it. Jesus Christ. Well, I tell you what, man. You talk about the Matrix, the weather Matrix, not wanting us to get this out. This is when you know I'm giving out good information, guys. This is when you know. Anyway, every so often you will find a woman. You'll find women, rather, who live in a constant state of insecurity. So they're comfort testing their men all the time. Right? They'll say things like, hey, let's go to Hawaii next year. Or they'll just straight up ask you, are we okay? Are we solid? These kinds of women, they do this stuff all the time. And it wears thin on their boyfriends. And unless she's a 9 or a 10 who's worth more to him than the way she looks, he ends up leaving. Number 3. She acts like she doesn't need you. Now, this is the opposite of number 2. And the reason they do it doesn't really matter. It's unattractive and try hard. Now, the way this works is that a guy will say something, and the girl will respond with something like, well, if we're still together, that'd be great. Or they'll start a conversation, if we're still together, it'd be fun to go to Hawaii. Guys, this is a laughably transparent ploy that women use to try to flip the script on men. They want us to think that they're thinking about leaving or that they're not thinking about a future with them. But men here, we see right through this garbage, because we know that if she were thinking about leaving or not thinking about a future with us, she's sure as shit not going to tell us. Right? She's not going to tell us. Women that do this are trying to be unpredictable and unattainable. And unfortunately for them, men are not attracted to unpredictable women who play games by trying to give them the impression that she's thinking about walking out at any moment. Men like us, we commit to women who are predictable. We commit to women who are in it for the long haul. We commit to women who aren't afraid to admit that they want to be with us long-term out loud. The game players of the world, they get fucked and chucked. Number 4, she gets fat. Women know damn well that men lose attraction to them when they get fat. But the world tells them that a real man would love them unconditionally, so they get fat, stop taking care of themselves. When that happens, men with options are going to find another option, which means women who are in shape. Simple Simon. Number 5, they get comfortable and stop doing the little things. Right? This is sort of a combination of, kind of a continuation of number 4, but most girls, most modern women will take things, as I misspelled it here, a step further and stop trying in every aspect. They stop trying to be kind, they stop being generous, they let their manners slip by burping out loud, scratching themselves in front of you, sitting like a man, or saying, better not go in there for a while after taking a steamy shit. Basically abandoning looking, acting, and sounding like a lady when they're in front of you. We know that women burp, shit, and fart and have to scratch themselves in uncomfortable places. They're human beings after all. They have to do this stuff. Right? But when they stop making an effort to keep up the appearance of a lady, men, we will subconsciously check out. And again, I'm talking about 5%ers. I'm talking about men with red pill awareness, as is the case with many, many men. Number 6. This is a big one. She spends too much time on social media. As I cannot stop drinking water. Big Mo's in the house. Big Mo, the sound engineer for Fresh and Fit, is in the house. Appreciate you being in here, big man. Or should we call him, like Mike Steele said, Medium Mo. Mo is losing that weight. Anyway, Facebook and Instagram, gentlemen, are the places where women create false realities about themselves. This is just part of the gig. We all know that they do it. Right? Every girl is in a fabulous relationship with the man of their dreams. Everything they do is wonderful. Everything they're eating is the best they've ever had. And every place they go into is an experience of a lifetime, blah, 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 blah. If Facebook and Instagram were truthful, then no one would ever get divorced and we'd all live happily ever after. Now, everyone including, as it happens, women, knows that people lie and exaggerate on social media. They know that the lives their friends lead aren't as great as they would lead them to believe, but they still internalize it as truth because they see it all the time. At some point, they're going to start comparing these mythical relationships they see every single day to her real relationships. And guess what, guys? 11 times out of 10, the grass is going to appear to be greener on the other side, even though she knows that grass is fake. And by the way, this is the other reason you need to ban. You need to let a woman you're dating know that I don't commit to women who are on social media. And for those of you guys who don't remember where the origination of that was, go back to episodes 53 and 54. You want to go back to 53 and 54 if you want access to that. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. $5 a month. You get the entire archive. Anyway, eventually she'll be unhappy because her real relationship isn't as glorious as the fake ones she sees on Facebook and Instagram, which leads me to number 7. They start nitpicking. She starts to nitpick about everything. So when girls can no longer distinguish make-believe from reality, they start to nitpick. They say to themselves, well, Heather's in a great relationship with a great guy. Well, why can't Donovan be more like Heather's boyfriend, Charlie? And before long, she starts to nitpick about dumb shit. She starts comparing you to Charlie, and eventually we'll go back to number 1, where they're trying to fix or change. You guys see how the cycle works? Number 8, she tries to compete with you. Feminism tells women that men are attracted to competitive women. Feminism tells women that men are attracted to all masculine qualities, but competitiveness is one that gets old quick. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's nothing wrong with having a friendly competition with your girl if you're bowling or playing Wii or a video game or something stupid like that. But women who try to compete at every turn, gentlemen, they wear out their welcome very, very quickly. They think that being right about everything or being overly competitive is turning him on, but it is literally doing the exact opposite, and they never realize it until it's too late. Number 9, she puts her ex on a pedestal. Now, most of the time when a girl talks about her ex, she's blaming everything on him. It's always, he was abusive and alcoholic and a drug dealer and a gambler and a criminal and an ex-con, and he was just rotten to the core through and through, and there was nothing good about him. Par for the course, because modern women never own up to their part in the demise of any given relationship. But a lot of these girls will pedestalize their exes even after talking junk about them. They'll start saying things like, he was abusive, but oh my God, he fucked me so good. Or, we had our bad times, but nobody loved me like he did. And the more she says stuff like this, the more she starts to romanticize the past, like all girls do with past boyfriends. And if you say anything about her ex when she's telling stories like, damn, he really sounded like a douchebag, you know what she's gonna do? She will literally do a 180 and start defending him, which makes you look like a jackass. And before the dude knows it, she starts to sound like an alpha widow, which means she is indeed an alpha widow, and she starts comparing her ex to you, her current boyfriend, and eventually starts fucking him again. But before that happens, men with red pill awareness should either shut that shit down from the start or just bounce. Number 10. The 10th quality, the 10th habit that women have that sabotage their relationships from the start is they leave out details about men. Now, I'm not talking about the typical shit where I've only slept with 5 guys my entire life, or I've never cheated on anybody. Right? I'm not talking about everyday situations where they leave out the fact that they ran into their ex at the grocery store or that the coworker she's going to a conference with is a man. Right? When girls leave out these kinds of details, it's because they don't want you to know about whatever guy they're with or the guy that she saw. And it is for that reason she was attracted to him. Now, that's not a crime, gentlemen. That's not a crime. Because your girl is going to be attracted to other men. She's human. She's going to be attracted to men other than you. Get used to that fact, guys. That's the game. That's part of the gig. Your woman may love you to the moon and back. That is not going to stop her from being attracted to other men. That's life. But when you find out that her yoga instructor is a 6'4" Adonis with movie star looks, you're going to be pissed off because she never mentioned that he was a man. Now, you assumed that he was a woman because his name was Kelly or Jesse or Cameron. And your woman knew that you would assume that he was a woman because of his name. And your woman knew it but didn't tell you because she knew you'd have a problem with it. Number 11. She takes relationship advice from her slutty friends. One of the most detrimental things that women do to themselves is taking relationship advice from their friends. Not their married friends who have good relationships. Oh no, can't do that. As the thunder rumbles again. No, they take advice from their slutty friends. Their single friends. Their married friends who are cheating on their husbands. Their friends who are in a new relationship every other week. Now, the reason they never take advice from women who are in good marriages or successful long-term relationships is because that advice isn't the advice they want to hear. She's asked her friends who are in good relationships for advice before, and they gave her what was difficult to hear and even more difficult to follow. She was told by women in good relationships that in order to gain trust from her boyfriend, that she needed to give him access to her phone and be open and honest about her whereabouts at all times. But because girls ain't trying to hear that, because they ain't trying to do all of that, she ends up getting advice from her other friends. The ones who cheat on their boyfriends and fuck 3 different guys every week. These girls can never say to themselves, why would I take financial advice from someone who's broke? Why would I take fitness advice from a fat girl? And then equate it to, why would I take relationship advice from Courtney, who fucks different guys at the club every weekend? It's ridiculous. Number 12. She denies her desire to be desired. In other words, she rejects her desire to be objectified. Way back in episode 85, I talked about the fact that when I was training Devin to be my main chick, I required her to allow herself to be objectified during sex. You guys can go back and watch that on episode 85 again. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe if you want to get access to my entire archive. I did that episode 4 years ago, right? Crazy how that worked out. Now she's got a lot more of these clothes. To this day, Devin wears whatever I want her to, and we've been in a relationship for over 7 years now. 7 years, guys. A year and a half into our relationship, I finally made her my main chick, and she still wears this stuff for me whenever I want. She does it when we're home. She does it when we travel, wherever. Girls these days think that if their men objectify them, that this is a bad thing. This is another feminist lie, guys. Feminism tells girls that it's bad to be objectified and that men need to respect them for so much more than just their bodies. But what they don't tell these girls is that if a man isn't sexually attracted to them, he's gonna bounce. So aside from getting fat, girls take exception when their boyfriends ask them to put on a thong or slutty clothes or slutty heels because they're being objectified. Right? Newsflash, gentlemen, girls love being objectified. Modern women live for male desire. Scroll down Instagram and you can see it. Proof is all around us every day. They love it when men look at them like a piece of meat. Dude, fuck what they say, watch what they do. They love it when men openly show that they're sexually attracted to them, and this includes their boyfriends and husbands. There's not a wife or girlfriend alive that wouldn't absolutely love to see their boyfriends and husbands' mouths water when they walk into the room wearing nothing but heels and handcuffs. They love this shit. So when a girl says to her boyfriend, OMG, I will not allow you to objectify me, he says to himself, cool, I'll just fuck your friend who thinks it's hot that I think high heels should be only pointing at the ceiling or the wall. Number 13, this is a big one. She watches too many rom-coms. This is similar to the social media one I pointed out earlier. But the difference is that rom-coms have been around a lot longer. When girls see these movies, once again, they internalize something that isn't real. A tall, dark, and handsome man with all the physical alpha traits who acts like a beta who cannot live without them. They're too fucking stupid to realize that men who look like this are never fixated on one woman and won't follow her to the ends of the earth in a hilarious whirlwind romance filled with laughter and love. Starts tomorrow in select cities, rated R. There's so many girls out here looking for that perfect, awkward, funny, romantic chance meeting at a grocery store with a tall, tan, gorgeous, blonde-haired, blue-eyed stud, and they never get it because life ain't the fucking movies. And even if they do find it, just for the sake of argument, even if they do find it, They don't know what to do after that. Because the movie ends before John Cusack and Katherine Heigl get married, have 3 kids, they're up to their eyeballs in debt, and they hate each other. Because she's having an affair, he lost his job, and their 14-year-old daughter's fucking a 32-year-old who just got out of prison for Grand Theft Auto. Then they wonder where all the good men have gone, and why their lives aren't going according to plan. Number 14. The 14th characteristic. She overthinks everything all the time. Guys, so many girls out here overthink everything. If he doesn't put a period at the end of a text, she asks her friends what it means. Or if he's cheating. Or if he's not in love with her anymore. Or if he decides to smash her at his place, she wonders why he doesn't do it at her place anymore. Or if he's smashing someone at her apartment complex. They dissect anything and everything because girls have nothing better to do than to overanalyze the most inconsequential actions by their boyfriends. And when you think about something long enough, especially as a woman, you'll start to find something wrong or find faults or see signs that something bad is happening. And then they start doing things based on bad things that aren't really there. Now at this point, one of 2 things is going to happen. Either she'll end up cheating because girls never just leave a relationship. They usually cheat their way out of them first. Or he will, because she's acting like a psycho. This is called paralysis by analysis. Every girl does this. Number 15, and this is a big one. She stops sucking your dick. She stops giving you head. Girls will never truly understand the immense pleasure a man gets when he watches a woman suck his dick. Man, oh man. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, man. There aren't too many things in this world that are too much better than a girl on her knees stroking your dick with her mouth. And because of this ignorance, they assume that once they have our commitment, they don't have to do it anymore. So they stop. Then they get mad and ask, well, why did you fuck my friend? Because she sucks dick and you don't. Now get out of here. She'll be here in 10 minutes. Number 16. She tries to weaponize sex. Now, Devin, I want you to put on the poll. I want you to do this quickly because I have a story about this and you guys have seen this before. But if you guys want me to tell it to you with my own words, or do you want to watch the cartoon version? Vote in the poll. Do you want me to tell the story, or do you want the cartoon to tell the story? So for now, we're going to move to number 17. We're going to move to number 17, then we'll come back to 16. Number 17, she grossly overestimates her value. This is where feminism leads girls astray again. Girls think that because they're more valuable in a reproductive sense, that they're more valuable in a relationship sense. And all girls figure this out the hard way at some point or another, and it usually starts the first time a guy they like actually walks out on them. When girls get fat, it's because they've overestimated their value. When they stop sucking dick, it's because they've overestimated their value. When girls stop making an effort to act like a lady, it's because they've overestimated their value. And the fucked up thing is that all a girl has to do is maintain her value. All a girl has to do to maintain her value to a man of value is to be fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, cook for him, represent him well in public, not get out of pocket, not disrespect him, suck his dick, and give him the box. That's it. That's it. That's not that difficult compared to what we have to do to maintain our value to women, which encompasses a hell of a lot more. I'm not here to complain about it. It is what it is. But today's females think that all they have to do is be there, and her boyfriend will thank his lucky stars that he is so blessed to be graced by her very presence, because that's what feminism tells them. That and Steve Harvey. Then when she gets dumped for the 8th time in 8 months, she wonders where she went wrong. Girls have to understand that pussy does not equal commitment. Pussy gets you in the door. The rest gets you my time and attention. And females think that they shouldn't be required to do any of that stuff. And unfortunately for them, they sabotage their relationships in this way before it even starts. Number 18. Oops. Wait a minute. Number 18. She tries to avoid being needy. Interesting. This is one we can blame female magazines and relationship experts for. Women are constantly told that being needy is a bad thing because it makes them look weak and it will scare guys away. That is absolutely wrong. That's wrong on both counts. As men, we don't mind needy females. Women need guidance. They need protection from danger and from themselves. They need us not to feed into their emotional shenanigans. They need our strength. They need us to keep them from self-destructing. They need us to demand their best and hold them accountable. They need us to put shit together and carry heavy shit. They need us to fix their cars and hook up their cable. So in that regard, needy women are a good thing, especially when they can acknowledge to themselves that they need these things. Needy, gentlemen, is being mischaracterized as high maintenance. The bitch who needs reassurance every half an hour, pardon me, the bitch who needs reassurance every half an hour that you don't have one foot out the door, that's high maintenance. The chick who needs constant validation because of her attraction, because they ask you shit like, are you sure you're still attracted to me after you fucked her 3 times in less than an hour? The girl who insists on bringing you to meet her friends and show them off to make them think, okay, he's not make-believe. What ends up happening is that girls end up trying to do everything themselves to keep themselves from being the wrong definition of needy. You offer to bring up the groceries to her apartment. No thanks, I got it. Meanwhile, her face is turning purple halfway up the stairs. You tell her you'll put together the bookshelf that she just bought. No, I got it. I don't want you to feel obligated. If you offer to fix her swamp cooler because it's 173 degrees outside, and she tells you not to worry about it and that she'd rather pay someone $200 to do what you could in 5 minutes, that is being high maintenance. At some point, men have to say to themselves, what the fuck does she need me for? And they ghost them. Women want to be wanted. Men need to be needed. That's what it is. In order for women to stay with a man, she has to know that he wants her. For us to stay with a woman, we have to know she needs us. That's how it is. Number 19. She assumes that trust is a given. There's a famous saying that goes, trust is broken a lot easier than it is built. This is where most women end up fucking things up. Right? Because they foolishly believe that a man who smashes them must also trust them. They think that if a man is sticking his dick in her on the regular and decides he might want to spend time with her outside of fucking, that they don't have to proactively build trust. Now, back in the day, women didn't have to do this. There wasn't nearly as much temptation as there is today. Right? Women didn't have devices that could summon a dozen dicks right to her location with a few taps and a few swipes. So when they started dating a man, the trust was already in place. But what girls don't understand is that men are aware of how easy it is for them to be hoes. We know that it's easy for them to cheat. Slut tell number 1, gentlemen, she owns a smartphone. And for this reason, women don't realize that they have to proactively build trust with a man of value. I'm not talking about your everyday clueless beta male who assumes every woman is honest and virtuous. Those dudes are a dime a dozen. No, I'm talking about the men who have options. Men who can come and go as they please and not give a second thought to dropping a bitch if she gets out of pocket, regardless of how hot she is. Those are the men that require women to proactively build trust. So when a girl wonders why her boyfriend just dumped her out of the blue, she'd do well to think back on the many times he asked her who she was texting and she responded, "Don't you trust me?" Or just flat out lied to him, not knowing that he knows what girls like her are really like. Number 20. She tries to lock you down way too soon. This is kind of a 17B in that they overestimate their value. So they assume that they deserve a top guy to commit to her long term. And the biggest mistake bitches make in these cases is they act like they're entitled to the commitment because they look good and because they let him fuck her for a few weeks. Now again, the average man, the 95%er, the man with no red pill awareness, would succumb to her pressure. But a man of value absolutely positively will not tolerate a woman who feels entitled to his commitment for the sole reason that she opens her legs for him and that she acts kind. He knows these women turn bitchy as soon as she moves in and as soon as he puts a ring on it. So when females So when females push for commitment before they've actually paid their dues by being a feminine, kind woman who stays in shape, sucks his dick, gives up the box on command, cooks for him, puts his needs before her, and does it for an extended period of time, meaning at least a year, they get dropped like the basic bitches they are. So it looks like 45% of you, 44% of you want to show the animated story, but most of you want to hear me tell the story. So let's go back. Let's go back to number 16. She tries, she tries to weaponize sex. I remember I was fucking this one girl from Indian Springs. And for the first month or so, we were solid. The sex was, it was above average, right? But she was hot and she was nice, probably an ugly duckling, because girls that look like that usually aren't nice unless they're ugly ducklings. Anyway, to make a very long story very short, I drove up there one night and we're hanging out and I come up behind her, I grab her tits and I bite her neck, letting her know I'm trying to fuck. This bitch has the gall to say to me, "You haven't earned it yet." Now she laughed when she said it, so I thought she was joking around, trying to be playful, so I put my hand down her panties and she wrenches away and she says, "No, I'm serious. You haven't earned it yet." So I was confused. I said, "Are you serious?" She says, "I'm dead serious." She said, "You can't just waltz in here and fuck me without whining and dining me a little bit." And I said to her, "Well, I ain't the whining and dining type." And she said to me, "Well, then I guess you're not getting laid tonight." And I responded, "That's what you think," and walked right out the door. What this bitch didn't know is that she was the side chick. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I knew she was coming off after she got off work. So the fact that this girl tried to pull that bullshit on me didn't faze me not one bit. That is the power of abundance. Gentlemen, girls try to do this shit all the time. They give up the box in the beginning, and then they try to take it away again to control you. Now, the average man would have fallen for Luce's bullshit. That was the girl's name. It was Luz, L-U-Z, not loose like loose, L-U-Z. She was Mexican. And just like every other girl out there who overplays her hand with a man she knows could do without her, she's blowing up my phone all the way home. "Come back. I was kidding. Why are you being stupid? I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah." No, I didn't turn around, and no, I didn't respond. I put her stupid ass on ice. On ice. And after the weekend was over, pardon me. And after the weekend was over, I texted her to come over. And oh, it's a miracle, that straightened her ass right out. And she was my side chick again for a little while. Any other man would have stayed there and jumped through her hoops, and they would have lost all respect. They may have kept fucking her, but failing a shit test like that is the beginning of the end. But men with red pill awareness, guys, we are not here for it. We expect the box every single time, and when we don't get it, we bounce to the next chick on our roster. Girls who try to weaponize sex to control men that they actually like always fucks up their relationship in this way. And once again, it's probably because one of their slutty friends told them to do that to gain control of the relationship. Stupid fucking bitches. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're back in a few.
Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharpe's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharpe will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharpe will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge. Supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, how to master the game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharpe's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the cheat code. Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format, and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 985th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Thursday, July 4th of 2023. It is good to have you guys in this evening. It is the United States' 247th birthday. And we are here to celebrate. We are here to celebrate. This is clearly, like, look, man, this is my favorite red, white, and blue holiday. Oh boy, I didn't realize that the balloons would be covering me up. Still looks good. It's still pretty clever, but anyway. Hold on. There we go. All right, there we are. All right, good stuff. So now everything is not in my face. All right, let's check these super chats here. The Roadblock 85 with the $100 super chat. Appreciate that very, very much. Says, Big Don, no way you just dropped all that free game on us, bruh. You heard it here first, gents. Man, oh man. I tried. Ken Rose with the $10 super chat. Says, happy July 4th and all the best. I appreciate that. K Rose. Wait, did Ken Rose actually say something in a super chat? Can't believe it. K Rose is a man of many words and a lot of money. Many words and a lot of money. I appreciate that, Ken. I appreciate the support. And oh, by the way, my entire catalog is on sale. Gentlemen. You will pay 25 cents on the dollar for anything in my course catalog. 75% off, which means you are paying 1/4 of the price. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. 75% off till midnight. use promo code BOOMER. That is promo code BOOMER, because even though I'm a Gen Xer and my parents are boomers, I may as well be a boomer. Right? May as well be a boomer. Go to tsracademy.com. tsracademy.com. You will get 75% off until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Promo code BOOMER, BOOMER, and you, my friend, will get 75% off. There we go. Had to turn off the sound of the fireworks. Sorry about that. Casual Germ with the $20 super chat says, keep the Dono train moving. You better believe it. You better believe it. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. By the way, oh my God, at the end of the show, I have something absolutely, it is disgusting, it's hilarious, and it's typical. It is disgusting, it is hilarious, it is typical. Chingy says, didn't Donovan get arrested for slapping a cop? Hell no. Arrested for slapping a cop? Bruh, if I had ever slapped a cop, I would not be here right now. You kidding me? Hell no. Look, man, I'm not a... Listen. Fair question, Chingy, fair question. Because I have done a lot of stupid things in my life. Putting my hands on an officer of the law is not one of them. Oh my God, no. Dude, as a black person, you don't get arrested for slapping a cop. Nah, man, you get shot for slapping a cop, man. You kidding me? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. If I ever slapped a cop, if they didn't shoot me to death, then they would send me to prison for quite a while, where this kind of thing would have been going on. And not in a good way. I don't know, I guess I could put money in on my books. Mike Steele says, just the pizza incident. No, I've been arrested many times. Many times. King Life says, Chingy sounds like an Ice Spice fan. Oh my God, don't get me started on that bitch. Please don't get me started on that bitch. Yeah, guys, what's happening? Just to let you guys know, and we'll get to the Fresh and Fit breakdown here shortly. What's happening is my channel is under attack. It's under attack once again. It has been for a while. It is what it is. I'm getting copyright notifications on videos that are 2 years old. I got a copyright notification for my CME 1 promo. My CME 1 promo, right? What is happening is that Tony Johnson and Devin's ex Brian, they have teamed up. Guys, they have teamed up. Brian is very proficient at the internet, the computer, all that stuff. He's a wizard at Photoshop. They have teamed up, and they are trying to take down my channel again. You want to know why? You want to know why Tony is ramping things up? You want to know why he's ramping things up, trying to get me shut down? Huh? Because it's over for him. Ain't nobody paying $3,500 to go to a convention, dog. Like, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody paying no $500 for a goddamn virtual ticket. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so he's tried every way to try to shut me down. He tried the hit piece. That didn't work. The CME went off. Dude, the CME was unbelievable. Right? He tried smearing me all summer long. Then he tried to get Abba and Preach to do a hit piece on me. They did a hit piece. Then he responded to the hit piece. I'm still here. And I have sold 23 of 25 VIP tickets. And we have 7 tickets left. 7 CME tickets left. 7 CME tickets left. Josu Capella says, didn't he thought of a simp he can't get another girl? I don't know what that is. King Life wants to know, how the fuck can they copyright a CME trailer? It was a copyright notification. So the music that was used in that, Jesus Christ, Nestor says, sorry to hear about Kevin Savo getting kicked out of the CME. Gentlemen, this is not true. This is not true. Kevin Savo was never kicked out of the CME. See, this is Tony and Brian. This is Tony and Brian, Devin's ex, just spreading shit. Like, they'll go into other people's chats and say, hey, did you know that Donovan kicked Kevin Savo out of the CME? That's not true. He's still a speaker. That's why everyone is drumming up, oh, what happened between Donovan and CGA? Nothing. The only beef that Donovan and CGA have is that if the Eagles played the Raiders, we would demolish them. And my guess is that that would not lead to a falling out for us. I've heard rumors Donovan doesn't like Offie. Like, it's just, guys, this is what they do. The rumors are coming from Tony Johnson and Devin's ex. I keep trying to tell you guys, Tony Johnson and Devin's ex have teamed up, gentlemen. They've teamed up. And you can tell they make these fake accounts. Sorry to hear about Kevin Savo getting kicked out of the CME. That's not true. He knows it's not true. So what Tony and Brian are trying to do is they're trying to sever the long-standing relationships that I have. You see, the reason why I'm still around is because of the relationships that I've built, as you guys can see behind me. Right? And there is nobody that has spoken at the CME that I have fallen out with. Why? Because I have good relationships with these people. Even those who decided not to come back, and go speak at the 21 convention, I'm not putting out their personal information. And I've got all their personal information. I know where they live. I know their birth date because I flew them all out. Why would I do that? I'm not a psychopath. So yeah, Tony's getting desperate. Tony is getting desperate, and he has enlisted Devin's ex. He has enlisted Devin's ex to continue this assault. And so yeah, it's funny. The closer October gets, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if my channel gets taken down. To be honest with you, I wouldn't. Oh, there's another one. A lot of people like to say that me and Ryan Stone have some sort of beef. What? No, I don't. Jeff the Spider says Donovan owes Rolo some money. That's what Ryan... No, not true. Not close to true. Rolo says that's what Ryan Stone said. So now they're trying to make it... Guys, unless it comes straight from my mouth, it's all rumors. It's not true. That's just not how I operate. That's just not how I operate. Oh yeah, Josu Capella says meant to say Donovan X that much of a simp. He really like Josu. You gotta. I still don't know what you're talking about. Donovan X that much of a. Okay. Exactly. Griot's Vision with the $5 super chat says, I'm excited to be adding value to the CME conference. Got my VIP ticket. Honored to have met you, Donovan, in Miami. Didn't know you had my photo behind you. Absolutely. You know it. You know it. You guys know what it's all about. All right, so what we are going to do now is we are going to continue and hopefully finish the rest of this. Now, there's still 2 hours to go. It is 4th of July. I will try to get through this I'll try to get through as much of this as possible. Now, this is on Rumble. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. But we will soon figure this out. Eben Zuer says, people want to see this community divided and destroyed. No. No one that matters wants to see this community divided and destroyed. There's only one person that wants that, and that's Tony Johnson, and that's for money. Right. Strawghog says, I think Josu meant Devin's ex is a simp. Yeah, I have trouble, I have trouble reading things that are not literal. So if you're going to make a comment, make sure that you guys know that. Gleek says, Donovan was spotted working for the Dog Fart Network. I mean, Chester does fart, but I can't remember the last time he worked. He farted. Shout out to the Dog Fart Network, I guess. All right. So, without further ado, away
Because I think that
we go. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, you guys can hear it. Perfect.
I'm trying to come from is not so black and white. Like, what can we teach men?
The gray area.
What is the gray area? How can you be both? Because I know that both of you are kind men, but you display traits of competency, such as you own your own business. You're very successful. You're very
Big Mo with the $5 super chat says, Donovan, there's definitely beef between us. When my Dolphins play your Eagles this season, we're good before and after that. All right. Okay. All right. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a very, very good game. Is it? Devin, look that up for me. Is Philly, Miami, is that here? Because if it's in Miami, not too sure. If it's in Philly, we going to run away with it.
very hardworking. I would argue that the traits that women are looking for are those that you display,
Before
which
we
I
move on to
weren't.
that topic, did anyone else have anything on the chivalry thing before we move on to that one?
That's a
She
good
was
one,
trying
by
to
the way.
talk.
I've been trying to talk for a while.
Yeah.
For future reference, could you call on me when I raise my hand? 'Cause I'm not the type of person to budge in or interrupt anybody. So
Understandable.
when you're ready to call on me, please do.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna say?
So I have a rebuttal regarding a prior topic.
Which was?
So going back to the fact that women have more options and all
Yeah.
that such. So what I believe is that who set that system up? It's not like, naturally, like you said, around 75% of men go to just a bunch of. I'm sorry, let me go back with that. Men tend to go to just a bunch of women. It's obvious it's gonna happen that we're gonna get a bunch of options, and we can't accept everybody. We're just gonna accept who we see as ideal.
The best.
Oh, so the Dolphins play the Eagles in Philly in October. Big Mo, I love you, but yeah, they're going to take the L. They're going to take the L. Dude, who timed out Law of Power? He said free Andrew Tate and the Tiger King. I'm with it. I'm with it. I am absolutely with it. Dude, I'm here for the Tiger King.
Ideal, and that goes both ways. I know that you would pick.
Ooh, pro special. Ooh, that is going to be an interesting game. That is going to be a very, very, very good game. Real quick, for those of you who follow sports, Tua Tagovailoa took the job of Jalen Hurts a few years back. They were both at Alabama. Jalen Hurts was the starting quarterback. He won a national championship the year before. He was in the national championship the year after that. He struggled in the first half against Georgia. Nick Saban decides to put in Tua Tagovailoa, and boom. Tua came back and beat the Georgia Bulldogs, and the guy he threw the game-winning touchdown to, Philadelphia Eagles' own Devontae Smith, who would win the Heisman Trophy 2 years later. Love it.
The ideal woman in your mind, and why is it wrong for us to pick the ideal man?
Well,
not
women
wrong.
don't earn their abundance.
Can you elaborate, please?
So, for example, you're 18 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
You are unemployed right now.
Mhm.
You can be on a boat tomorrow with a bunch of millionaires. Me, on the other hand,
Technically,
I'll have to buy the boat.
Technically,
I'll have to
technically, no, baby. That's the truth.
get it chartered. I have to pay for it. There's certain opportunities that women are afforded simply by being females that men would never be able to get.
Is that abundance for us though?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's an experience, but is that really ours? Is that us?
Yes.
We
Yes,
own
you.
that?
No,
Yes.
I agree with that.
Women have
because
options that
that's-
men will never
No,
ever
I agree
experience.
with that.
So
but you
when
make it seem like it's like you said abundance as if I don't know. Maybe I understood you I don't know. Maybe I
Okay, abundance means an abundance of options. Try to keep up. Stanley Frederick says, hey, Donovan, do you think the Giants will beat the Eagles this year?
Oh, hell no.
Yo, the Giants fucked up and gave Daniel Jones $150 million. But they want to franchise Saquon Barkley? We beat the Giants' ass with Saquon.
understood you wrong.
Yeah, you did. What I mean by this is that men have to earn their abundance.
Yeah, listen, and I don't mean to keep making this about sports, but guys, I hope, I'm concerned for Tua. I really am. I love him as a player. I loved him at Alabama. I like him as a guy. He's from Hawaii. He's from Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii for a long time. I'm just concerned for Tua, man. I just am. I hope he makes it through without a concussion. Because that concussion on that Thursday night football game, that was fucking scary. Dude, that's the scariest thing I've ever seen on a football field. That was scary. Dude, even scarier than DeMar Hamlin. Even scarier than DeMar Hamlin. To see the neurological... anyway.
And so what I mean by that, a man that can attract a lot of women is doing a lot of things right.
Yeah.
A woman that can attract a lot of men didn't have to earn that. If she's attractive enough, she was born that way. Cool. Fantastic. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of dumb girls that have rich boyfriends or a rich guy that they're dating.
Yeah.
Competence is not necessary for women.
And I want to make this clear. We're not complaining about that. We're not complaining about it. We're not saying it's not fair that girls have so many more options than guys. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Girls have more options. Girls don't have to work as hard for their options. Is it fair? Is it unfair? It doesn't matter. That's the way it is.
But it is necessary for men. So we're not the same.
That I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah, I
So
agree with that.
it's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Agree.
why. Does that answer your question? Women, I mean, you're the one that brought this up. Does that answer?
I'm sorry, I was distracted. I'm gonna be honest. Could you repeat that, please?
Are you fucking kidding me with this? This bitch just asked a question, and she's like, I'm sorry, I was distracted. Sweetheart, if you ask a question, pay the fuck attention. What are we doing? Now, see, that was not a genuine question. At this point, guys, she's being passively aggressively combative. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you please repeat that? No, I wouldn't do it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Well, there was
We're gonna move on,
chairs.
but
Yeah, that was dumb.
can I answer the question for
Yeah,
you?
because I mean,
Yeah. It's
Dude, just watch the replay. Come
okay. Anything else on that?
on. No.
proves my point even more. I'll be honest with y'all. A lot of you guys have not made good arguments whatsoever, but no one cares because you're females. Competence is not
That's your
required
opinion.
in females.
No, I'm honestly, for me, I
gave
agree
you a
with-
chance to make a.
Why do you get so angry so fast?
No.
No,
It's
it's
not
angry.
about getting angry. It's about
It's like you get
I
so
gave you
tensed
a
up.
bunch of opportunities to make competent arguments, and you
Yeah.
failed every time.
How
Yeah,
do you know that?
because you.
Who said that?
It's,
That's only you.
it's on camera.
Yeah,
It's on
it's
camera.
it's 2 hours.
See again, what women are starting to do, and it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. We will get on. Yeah, that's fine. We will get all over women, all over black women about being combative. Because they are combative. Let's not make any mistake about it. But I'm going to tell you what, guys. Other races of women are starting to catch up. They are starting to catch up. And they're not doing it with this loud, boisterous. Black women are too stupid to be passive aggressive. They're just too dumb to be passive aggressive. All they know is just to be aggressive. They don't know how to do it eloquently. But this Jesus girl, she's been making these side comments all night long. This is a woman being combative. And what she's trying to do, she's trying to reframe this as, why are you so angry? What, I'm intense, so I'm angry? Come on.
Or
Yeah,
into the
that's your
show.
audience. They're not my audience, so it's like
You know what? Ask the audience, man.
You're speaking
no, I don't need
to
to
the audience.
ask the
and us.
audience. I respect the audience, but that's
No, you
your
don't.
opinion.
It's the audience.
We've
the
given
truth,
you the
though.
opportunity on
Yeah, but
multiple
who
occasions.
says I'm wrong though?
See, you're not even letting me finish. You are incorrect.
She's-
ahead.
yeah.
I debunked. I said, hey, I lined it out from A to Z. Why women killed chivalry and romance. I talked about online dating. I talked about the globalized sexual marketplace. I talked about the abundance of options that women have, which makes them more selective.
Oh, Myron. Myron's fucking up here. You guys want to know why Myron's fucking up? He's overestimating their intelligence. Myron is overestimating these women, this particular woman, well, actually all of these women. He is overestimating their ability to comprehend what he is saying to them. Maybe two girls on the panel have understood. Maybe they understood. The dating coach is probably one. The OnlyFans girl is probably the other. All those other girls, dude, like this girl, this Jesus girl, she's as dumb as a screwdriver. And she's trying to have this laid-back conversation. Well, you're wrong. You can say, listen, sweetheart, you can say whatever you want. Facts are facts. Facts are facts.
Because if I got a bunch of guys hitting me up in California when I'm in New York, well, the guys that are local to New York and me, if they're not hot enough and the guys in California are better, I have more options, I'm going to go to them. So that has directly influenced.
Look at the look on her face. She isn't listening. She isn't comprehending.
That women have less of a tolerance for losers. Nice guys, a lot of the times, don't meet the same things that women want. So if another guy in another state has more is more attractive, I'm going to go to that. That's all I'm saying. Women kill chivalry because they have more options nowadays. The whole argument started because I said romance and chivalry is dead.
Oh, yeah. Dr. B84 says, do we think the only fan girl is an SFNY? Oh, yes, sir. Look. We already knew. We already knew it with her. And this Jesus girl also fucks niggas because she's got these big-ass hoops on. Her hoops are almost as big as her glasses. Real shit.
Women killed it, and I said that in today's day and age, it's even more so pronounced because of online dating and Instagram.
And also, it could be the illusion.
Hold on. Let's see if you have anything for that.
Nope.
What did I say that was incorrect about that?
You said I'm wrong. I made the points that was wrong. That wasn't like,
No,
up
I'm
to
saying
the standard.
you didn't debunk anything I said.
No, because I don't really care about that point.
Oh,
It's like,
see,
okay,
now,
sure.
Quite literally.
see, there it is. Now she doesn't care. See, this is what they do. This is what Ethan does. This is what Ethan, the fuck is his name? H3 or whatever. He loses, so he just changes. Well, I don't even care. Let's agree to disagree. Roadblock 85 says Myran is mansplaining, so they'll woman understand him better. Pff, yeah, right.
Got angry about in the beginning why we even had this discussion.
I didn't get angry. I get passionate. You get angry.
Oh.
So
okay.
It's not about that. It's like both parties. But yes, sure, women killed it. I'll agree with you if you want me to. But they both have their standards. They both have their contributes.
You can have your opinion.
So there you go. You said that.
But your opinion can be wrong. Yeah. This is ridiculous.
That I'm wrong. I didn't make good points, but I made some good points and I made some maybe bad points. But so do you.
You didn't make any point.
I think there are
I guess I didn't
holes.
make no
I think
point.
there are holes that are missing in your argument, Myron. With all due respect, I think that yes, women are more picky because, from an evolutionary standpoint, we have to be.
Of course.
There are certain things that women look for. Does that mean that because we killed chivalry? Because women have always been sexually selective.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's more pronounced in 2023.
Yeah, and you're 30 and single right now, so with no ring.
Chris.
I'm sorry. I thought on your platform you tell men not to get married.
Disregard what he said. What I'm saying, well, men and women is different. But what I'm saying is that
this is so funny. She thinks she's so clever. Oh, you tell men not to get married. Okay, so now all of a sudden you're going to listen to Myron? Bitch, you are 38 and unmarried. And, you know what? I forgot. Hang on. I actually pulled up her Instagram, and she now calls herself, oh, there it is. Look, I want you guys to look at this. This is interesting. Look at this. Now all of a sudden, Sarah Dawn Moore now calls herself a relationship coach. Ain't that something? This is a woman who reads those comments. So she is now a relationship coach. Interesting. She's not a dating coach anymore. She is a relationship coach. Just thought that was just a fun little fact there.
my argument is that
So I would marry the nice guy then? Is that what you're saying?
No, I am saying, going back to what I was saying is that chivalry and romance is dead, and it's even more so pronounced in the social media age where women have more options.
Oops.
I don't see how chivalry was killed by women. I don't see how.
Okay, well then tell him why you think chivalry wasn't killed by women. See, now she's in her feelings. She is a woman, and she doesn't want to hear that chivalry was killed by women. But you want to know why she doesn't want to hear this? Is because what Myron is explaining, this woman does. This woman is picky. This woman is selective. She's 38. She is the average rank and file modern woman who, when her value was the highest, her standards were the lowest. But now that her value has diminished, her standards have now increased.
Women literally punish nice guys.
Oh my God, it's both parties. Can we move on from this point, or we can't?
I think
Because, like, if you want me to agree, sure, women killed it, but I
It's
want to
not
move on
about
to the
it
next
being
point.
both parties. I'm saying women stimulated and started it. Women have more responsibility.
Men had a role in that. Women can't
But
just
who's
go
more
kill
responsible? Who's more responsible
Both
for the death of
parties.
chivalry? No,
It's not.
It is women.
Both parties.
It's women.
It's his
No.
women.
You
No,
hate
it ain't.
women so much. Why? Why do you hate women so much?
No,
Like,
they
who
made
hurt
it.
you
They
so
made it in
bad?
the beginning.
They
They
said
made
it.
it very clear they
If I
don't
make
hate
a
them.
criticism, a valid criticism about how
Well,
women
that's
do
your
things,
point.
Enza says Donovan doesn't want you to know he was in the Red Man group. Yeah, I don't care about people knowing that I used to be in the Red Man group. I was the best host I was the best host ever. Matter of fact, Richard Cooper tried to get me thrown out of the Red Man group because he thought I was too brash and wild. No, I was just a better fucking host. And Richard Cooper was drinking that fucking haterade. But yeah, dude, I was a part of the Red Man group for like a year and a half, 2 years. What's the problem?
Right, that's your point
How
of
does
view
that mean
saying
I hate them?
you're valid. You making your point valid. You know that you saying
Oh,
to
boy.
yourself that I'm valid. If I say to myself that I'm valid, then I'm valid too. Who's saying that you're valid? You know
You
what
have
I'm
to
saying?
have points and statistics to back up
Personally,
your
why-
points.
why do you
That's
feel like
true,
you're more
but you're
valid?
older though. You're older. Your mentality is from where you were born, and it's the things that you've seen. The things that I've seen is different. The things my generation have seen is kind of different. I
When Myron looks at the camera, dude, he's losing hair.
understand, but at the same time, you stuck in a mentality that's like that's your point of view. You know
Well,
what
how
I'm
do you
saying?
how do you
How
have a
am I wrong?
wait? How do you have a statistic that chivalry is dead?
I didn't say
Is it
you're
dead in the
wrong.
big cities? Is it dead
No.
in the Midwest? Is it dead in
Right.
Europe? Is it dead
In
across the
general.
world?
It's dead everywhere, bitch, and you know it.
In
Can we just
general,
agree that people
it
have
is
different
dead
experiences?
There you
because,
go.
but hold on, your
Definitely
your
not done
personal
Romania.
experiences might not necessarily reflect how the world works.
Yeah.
What I
There you
am
go.
simply saying is that chivalry and romance is dead, and the reason why is because women are more sexually selective. Instagram,
The reason
social
why
media,
is because
can I finish
women
my
are
point? Can I finish my point?
around
Can I finish
other
my point?
thought women.
Can I finish my point?
Uh-oh.
You want
Yeah, let him finish.
See what I mean? When
Let
I'm
him
saying, I'm
finish.
trying to
Yeah,
make
let
a-
him finish.
I'm trying to
I'm
like
so sorry about that.
articulate
Oh
what
my
I'm saying, but you're not listening. You're just talking.
I've been raising my hand for like 20 minutes and
Here
you
we
haven't
go.
picked on me. So
See, here
yeah,
we
I'm
go.
speaking. Is there a problem?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Whose platform are you on?
Yeah.
But you invited her though.
You want 8 girls? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I don't know what is your problem.
Yo no tengo
She
un
doesn't have
problema,
a problem.
papi.
She
I
just
don't
wanna
have a
speak her
problem.
mind.
I really want to be vocal on this
Every time
podcast.
I've given you a chance to speak, you've
You
said
shut the
things
hell
that
up.
don't necessarily make sense, or you don't have
That's
a
your
point.
opinion.
or
No, I
counterpoint.
haven't. I promise you, I barely speak.
You know what?
okay.
Let's see what you got to say. Go ahead.
I deadass what just wanted to say that
Go ahead.
I feel like people, like men and women, we need to understand that we have different experiences, and that there's a lot of women that go after different lifestyles. So there's some women that definitely want a man to provide and to pay for everything and this and that.
What this woman is saying has nothing to do with anything. She's just talking to talk.
But there's some women that actually want to help, to be there,
Oh, what you mean like the 38-year-old relationship coach? Got it.
to actually like love
Right.
and take care of their man. Most women are not like that.
What if I told you a majority of women want a man that's a provider?
That's them. That's like
Oh,
that's just
there you go.
their.
No, that's me, baby. Let's go.
A
There you
majority
go.
of women want a provider.
There you go.
That's a fact.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting a provider. I don't know, dude. I do not. For a while. Oh, wait a minute. I do not know why. I don't know why women can't admit what they want. Like, ladies, it is in your biological firmware to want a provider. That's what it is. Now, oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. I'm going to play you guys a video. I'm going to play you guys a video that explains why chivalry is dead. And of course, Sarah Dawn Moore tried to be disingenuous. Do you have a statistic that says chivalry is dead? We don't need a statistic. Look around. Dudes aren't even approaching women anymore. You kidding me? Chivalry is dead because dudes ain't approaching women. Approaching women is chivalrous. Fuck out of here. Take a look and listen to this video. This explains why chivalry is dead.
A couple years back, and we did the whole playing it cool and casual sex thing off and on for almost a year. Well, he did. She puts in parentheses. I had no issue with being like, hi, I like you. I hope that's okay. I knew he liked me back, she said. Honestly, we were a good match, but he waited until he moved 3,000 miles away to admit having feelings for me. What's even more alarming, pardon me, what's even more alarming is that even though we've had the discussion about where we both stand, he's still timid. He's still weird about being anything other than bro-y about it. Never heard of that before. The last time I saw him, we went out on this sweet date.
And as you guys can see, I'm sporting a freshly bald head. So I've been doing that for a while.
And the next day he was so uncomfortable with me. Why? Who gives a bleep? Can someone please explain to me what is so scary or shameful about having feelings and being willing to express them? I don't need to have a 45-minute daily discussion about the fuzzy wuzzies, but I shouldn't be afraid to terrify you if I have an emotion other than horniness. I won't tell anyone if it's something you're embarrassed about, but you are capable of having feelings, aren't you?
Of course.
Since you seem to be feigning ignorance here, whoever you are, disembodied author, and pretending you don't know the answer to your question, allow me to humor you and any other female watching or listening and explain why exactly it is so scary and shameful about expressing feelings for a woman. When a man expresses feelings for a woman they're seeing, a funny thing starts to happen. All of a sudden, she doesn't call or text quite so often. She's more entitled. She's more short-tempered. She's more disrespectful. Now, before he told her he had feelings for her, she wanted to spend time with him. She wanted to make him happy. She wanted to make sure that he knew that she was his and only his. But after he tells her he likes her, she wants to go to the club with her friends instead of staying in with him. Instead of doing her damnedest to make sure she was his and nobody else's, now she wants to make him wonder about whether or not he's the only guy she's sleeping with. You see, ladies, when we tell you and show you that we like you and that we care, you do a complete 180. You stop doing the things that made us like you in the first place. But when we stay all bro-y, you can't get enough of us. So much, in fact, that it appears that you'll stick around for a solid year hoping against all hope that we will one day confess our love to you. Even if we move 3,000 miles away, you still go out on sweet dates with us and sleep with us when we're in town, and sometimes you fly cross country to see us. So why on God's green earth would a man who's gotten the proverbial finger from all of the women he has ever told he has feelings for continue to make that same mistake? Why would a man ignore what women have been telling us with their actions all of our lives? Which is, please don't tell me you have feelings for me. If you do, I will stop returning your calls and texts. I will withdraw my affections. I will give you less sex. I will become more neurotic and disrespectful, and I will make your life a living hell. The reason I do this is because when you tell me you like me, you become a conquered mountain, and those are boring. So if you want me to continue giving you my best, never tell me how you truly feel, because if you do, I promise I will make you pay dearly. That's why.
I'm going to Don DeMarco myself for that one. So this Sarah Dawn Moore is trying to, like this author on Thought Catalog, she's trying to feign ignorance about the reason why chivalry is dead. This bitch knows chivalry is dead. She knows it's dead. She's just acting like she doesn't realize it's the woman's fault.
I mean, every woman should want that, but at the same time, you should have your own life too. You know what I'm saying? You should be providing for the world as well. Like, it's cool. Like,
dude, this
you
makes,
having kids, that's
this?
you, you know, having a ministry, that's you having a service. So if the man
here we
is going
go.
out and providing, that's cool. But if she wants to go ahead and provide for the world as well, that's her too. Both are right. So it's up to the
women most of the time don't want to be the primary breadwinners in their relationship.
Okay, maybe I do.
Really?
So,
are you most women? Are you most women?
No, not most women. Sure.
So why are you making an argument for the exception?
Thank you. There it is.
Women. Sure, yeah.
Busted.
Sure.
So wait,
what are you arguing then? If you're
No,
going to
I'm
make an argument for an exception to the rule, then why are you arguing?
Okay, there's exceptions. Yeah.
See what I mean now when I say competence isn't your thing?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
It's irrelevant because a majority of women
wow.
want a provider that pays
majority,
most of the bills.
but not all.
Did we say all?
No, I'm just saying that's
a staggering
But that's
majority.
what they.
So
there
we're
we
not
go.
talking about things that are statistically insignificant. So why are you bringing it up?
Because she wants to argue, Myron.
That's what I'm
just
talking
trying to
about.
say that there's exceptions.
See that?
Okay.
See that?
So did you make your point before? I don't know why you needed to interject that when I was simply explaining why romance and chivalry is dead.
Honestly, I feel like
Merch.
social media, because this is how I feel. I feel like women do care about men and what they think. And
Of course
how
you
they,
do.
like,
Really?
Look at
We'll keep it
Instagram.
Papi, que tú quieras que yo diga, o sea, esto es tuyo. Si tú quieres que yo me callo, yo me callo. I'll shut up if you want me to shut up, but it's
No,
like...
finish your point.
No. All the Spanish speaking stuff, dude, I'd have booted her, man.
Go ahead. I'm just finding it interesting that this is what you were trying so hard to get in, but it's not necessarily aligning with what I was trying to say earlier. But go ahead. It's not refuting it either, but continue.
I'm not saying it's gonna align with what you're saying. I'm saying it's my point. It's just what I want to say.
It's my truth.
You know, I want to say that.
Okay, great.
Different people have
You
different
had your say.
lifestyles that they want to achieve. So making a
does that
general
have to
point
do-
off women is really detrimental to all women.
Yes, it is detrimental to all women. Why? Because it's true. The Fresh and Fit podcast is detrimental to modern women. The entire red pill community is detrimental to women. Yes, the things that we say are detrimental to women. Absolutely. Why? Because we're giving up the game. We've got you figured out. We've got y'all figured out, and y'all don't like it. That's why you guys are always trying to tell us that we're wrong about you. You're wrong. That's just your experience. No, that's the truth. And you know it's the truth.
Because
the level up man says she knows that women killed chivalry, but she is ego invested and is effectively forced to cape up for the women, so she is being intentionally disingenuous. Of course. Of course.
you may say, okay, all women want a bad boy, but I'm over here giving the nice guys a chance, and they treating me bad because they think that I want a bad boy.
Oh, come on.
Hide my tits?
Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with
I just said that women.
There's not. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with a woman showing her tits. But when you present yourself in a certain way, you draw a certain kind of man. This woman wants us to think that she gives nice guys a chance. No, she doesn't. She's just saying that. But Pogson makes a very good point. If you don't want to be treated like crap, don't dress like you want to be treated like crap. Sorry.
General,
this is how I want to look. I feel sexy. I feel
okay. Great. You can feel however you want, and I'm glad that you do. You just need to deal with the consequences that comes with that. That's all.
Again,
wait, that made no sense. Why would you even make that comment? That was dumb.
Who?
About her tits. That's dumb.
Who made the comment?
Why is that dumb?
Hide her tits. What does that have to do with anything?
Because bad boy wants tits, man.
That's not true. Everybody, every man wants tits.
I don't care what you want, guy. Bro, I want tits.
Do you want? Does nice guys want guys? Like, the heck?
All right.
She said, I don't care what you want, Poppy. Dude, these girls are out of pocket. Oh my God.
Did you finish your point?
Chrissy, go chill, bro.
Again, it didn't refute like what I was saying.
You want to go on with the next topic? Go on, Poppy.
See, oh no, nah. Dude, this is getting to a point to where the girls are now outwardly disrespecting the podcast. They've become combative. Pardon me. They've become combative. All they're doing now is insulting. I don't care what you want, Poppy.
You go on.
Look, I don't need the disrespect, okay? And I don't need the sarcasm. Again, I was trying to make a point, and I thought that you were going to go ahead and say something that refute my point, but you didn't. You made be honest with you, a nonsensical claim that everyone has different experiences. Cool, but the world works in generalities.
Thank you.
Women typically want a certain archetype of.
Devin says the world judges you on how you present yourself, which is completely under control. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with the way she's dressed. But if you're complaining about guys treating you like crap, maybe you want to change the way you present yourself.
Man, women are attracted to very biologically programmed things in men. You making an argument for a minority of women that might not want that, that's irrelevant, just like what she said before.
So, okay, so let's say women do want a man that provides.
Yes.
And
what
they
do you want me to say to that then?
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
But you're making an argument for some don't. Some want to be, contribute as well.
What's the bad point then?
See, I think what needs to be said here, is, listen, we're not saying that this is bad. Like, this is not an indictment on the female gender for wanting a provider. This is who you guys are. Women want resources, we want youth and beauty. It's the same thing.
I do want a man that's gonna be there.
Black Lemur 2009 is in the motherfucking house. I'm pretty sure Black Lemur 2009 has super chatted probably into the 5 figures. Lemur, hit me up. TSR at DonovanSharpe.com. I got to get you your VIP. I'm giving you a free VIP ticket to the CME.
For me, and it's gonna love me, and it's gonna provide for me and show his love other than ways that are sexual. How does that make me?
I'm confused. You're proving his point further.
She's just talking to talk.
She just wanted to talk, man. From beyond.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
No,
she's just talking.
not at all.
As if a man
She just
doesn't
Not at all.
demand
because-
shit from a woman, though.
Yeah, because you're
That's my
demanding
problem.
sex out of me,
Get the
but
fuck outta here. It's not
what's
even
the
sex.
problem?
It's not even sex. A lot of men demand a lot of stuff from a woman as well. Get out
Like
of
what?
here, man.
Like
a lot
what?
of women, you gotta do this. You gotta cook. You gotta clean. You gotta take care. You gotta be
Look, even Sarah's starting to get uncomfortable.
able to hold your own. And the thing is, you can ask me, but don't ask me for too much because then
Yeah, exactly. Look, Dr. B84 says Black Lemur should just go for free. Dude, real shit. Like, Lemur, hit your boy up. Like, dude, I got your VIP ticket, man. No cost, no charge, dude. Honestly, man, like, dude, Black Lemur has probably paid I don't even know. He's probably paid for shit. Good God, he's probably paid for 15 to 20 VIP tickets, man.
And you're leeching.
Yes, and meeting. You know what? It's funny. Just real quick. As a content creator, I always get people who, and it's cool to get recognized in public. I'm not going to lie. It is kind of cool, right? One weekend I got recognized twice. I got recognized at Target, and then one time I got recognized at Dunkin'. But I'll never forget when I was at the Fresh and Fit. I was in Myron's place, and they're like, "Yeah, this is Black Lemur 2009." And I was starstruck. I was like, "You're Black Lemur 2009? What?" I couldn't believe it. It's insane. It's insanity. I couldn't believe it. So I took a picture with him, and I have it for myself because he doesn't want his identity to get out. But yeah, appreciate that. I was like a fanboy. It was crazy.
Off of me. And in this day and age, if you don't hold your own some way, some sort of shape or form financially.
No.
Here we go. See? This is oh wait,
no. In Miami, at least, because I'm born and raised here.
That's
the thing
one city though. Out of
yeah, we know.
How many?
Okay, but I'm talking about.
Oh my God! Oh boy!
From my experience.
Dude, you know it's getting bad when the other girls start to take Myron's side, and you can see. So now you're starting to see a couple of things. Myron is always amused, right? Myron's amused, and then of course Sarah's like, okay, like. I'm here for the girls, but dude, they're making it real hard for me.
If you can't hold your own, you're a bum.
I understand that, but you do realize that
there's your experience.
Stop. You do realize that your experience
men don't only provide
might not necessarily reflect how the world works.
Yeah, I'm not just only talking about the world. The thing is, men realize that a lot of things that men provide, women provide as well.
Hold on, again.
You realize you're made from a mother. A lot of the shit that you learned was from a woman.
Can you stop talking for 2 seconds?
Go ahead.
You do understand that your 20 years, your 20 years of limited life experience might not necessarily.
No, this girl is not 20 years old. This girl is not 20. This girl is every bit of 32 years old. Ain't no way a 20-year-old has this kind of hate for men at this age. If that girl really is 20 years old, guys, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. If that bitch is 20 years old, dude, we're finished. We're done.
Necessarily reflect how the world works. Jeez. Do you understand that? Because you're talking about your.
Yeah, the Level Up Man says only in the space do the supporters get shown true appreciated instead of being treated like a customer. Man, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that drives me, man. You know, and I know it's, and I don't want to get too off topic. I'll make this 15 seconds, but I know it's not good business sense because a lot of you have direct access to me. A lot of you guys have my cell phone number. A lot of you guys, we text back and forth on a regular basis. Mike Steele, I text back and forth with him. Jay Blaze, King Life, Big Mo. Big Mo's he's on Fresh and Fit. Dr. B84, I'm not sure if I have your number or not, but I know it's not supposed to be good business to give your followers that kind of access because then they don't have a reason to pay. I don't care, man. I don't care. I consider Jay Blaze a friend. Dude, I've broken bread with King Life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've sat down with Black Lemur. Like, these guys are my friends. Like, dude, some of the old school guys, like Miami J. Miami J's been listening to me since episode 2. I will never charge him for anything I do. No way. No way. Yes, do I do this to make money? Absolutely. But guys, I'm okay. I don't have to squeeze every nickel out of everybody. I'm good. I'm good. And so if I see an opportunity to sort of, you know, pay forward, you know, some of the guys that have literally supported me throughout the years, I got no problem with that. Not at all.
Your life experience in Miami, that's a very nuanced and specific data set to pull from your personal experience, but that might not work how the world works.
Yeah, it's that stats of one city of a million.
And her personal experience, which is, I mean,
what was the topic again? Sorry, I'm a little.
See, a lot of girls are arguing. What are you trying to say? Okay. Finish.
Her laugh is funny.
What are you gonna say? Please pay attention when I respond this time, though.
I'm sorry. So respectfully, I believe that what you said was very contradicting.
Such as?
Concerning when it comes to chivalry and the providers. I mean, the case being, if the majority of women want a provider, wouldn't that mean the majority of women... I'm sorry, let me govern my thoughts.
Are you kidding me? Let me gather my thoughts. Like, see, this is why you know that these bitches are just arguing to argue. What they're saying does not make any sense. It's nonsensical. They just want to take up the airspace. This is crazy.
I know where I'm going with this.
No, you don't. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
Have you ever had a dream?
Have
you ever had a dream?
I'm getting there. So, come back to me. I'm very
Oh
sorry.
my
All right, man.
God.
So yeah, we got
This
too
is
much chapter,
incredible.
bro.
Yo, this is
Hey,
this is really
we
funny,
need to
bro.
rumble as well, by the way.
When can we ask
So,
questions?
you want to new girls, right?
Huh?
I said,
No,
you want
I
new
mean
girls.
this is hilarious, man. Like,
No, this is the full
When
retard.
can we ask questions?
Oh, man.
so what the hell?
When
you
can we ask
rumble.
questions?
Chats first.
Yeah,
We'll just read them out and then go
Yeah.
rumble.
No one else has anything before for the chivalry thing that I mentioned? No.
Well, you just said that women were naive when they're younger, right? So it must be their fault that they're falling for assholes, huh? Because they don't know any
God.
better,
Here we go.
Damn.
Here we go.
right? Didn't you?
Oh, look at her. She thinks she's clever. No, sweetie. No. Because again, she picks the men. We're all naive at some point. But these bitches are not naive. They're not. They're just stupid. Yeah, Roadblock 85 says she just wanted some attention. Yeah, that's all that was. Like she just wants she wants the camera on her. That's it.
Did you say that young women are naive?
Oh, she
I
got
never
you,
said
Mar.
that.
Who said that? Who said that?
Ooh.
No, Sarah, you said that. She said young women are naive.
Ooh, can I get a sound, please? Thank you. Thank you. Auntie! That's called. Just get a couple years on you, and then you get a little more experience.
Oh, bitch. This bitch is acting like she just dunked on Myron. Oh, my God.
Believe what was stated. I didn't say this, but naivety is not a excuse for a lack of accountability.
That's what you said.
That's what it
Thank
that's
you.
what you're saying.
Okay, so women are. Say that again.
Okay.
Oh, you see that? See? Sarah, being 38, she understands exactly what they just said. Naivety is no excuse. It is no excuse, gentlemen. It's no excuse. We know this. Just like Fresh said yesterday. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. He asked her straight up, hey, look, if a girl finesses a guy, whose fault is that? Well, it's the guy's fault. Okay, so we as men, we can take accountability for picking the wrong girls, but girls still want to blame guys for picking the wrong guy.
They can be accountable.
Wait, no.
See this?
No. That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
That is literally what, see? Now she's busted because now she's going to say that's not what you said. That is literally exactly what he said. He has now said it twice. Listen.
I believe what was stated. I didn't say this, but naivety is not a excuse.
And it was not Myron. It was Fresh who said it.
Excuse for a lack of accountability.
That's what you said.
That's what
we need to say women are naive.
saying.
Okay, so women are. Say that again.
Okay.
They can be accountable.
There it is. Shout out to Eben Zur. Exactly. You got.
Wait, no. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
In sum and substance,
If that's not what I said, then tell me what I said.
he basically said naivety is not an excuse for not taking accountability.
That's it.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Never call women naive.
Naivety is
naivety,
not an excuse for not taking accountability.
How do you learn? How do you grow as an individual?
By being accountable, Sarah. That's how you grow. Why do you think every one of these girls is acting like a 13-year-old? Because they don't take accountability. Accountability takes introspection and what class? Maturity. But girls are more mature than guys, right? See, again, they're trying to have it both ways. Girls are more mature than guys. Guys are immature. Okay. All the more reason to be more accountable for the men you pick. It's our fault that we picked the wrong girls. Listen, I've picked a lot of wrong girls. I will take full accountability for that. But when a girl picks the wrong guy, it's still our fault. You can't make this shit up, man.
Were you the same person that you were at 20 years old?
What does that have to do with anything?
That's not the point of the discussion.
But you're Myron. You're an amazing debater, and you like to go.
You're an amazing debater. Translation: you are kicking my ass up and down.
To go all over these other places.
Oh shit.
But look, we're
okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and use that 18-year-old thing. Let's say I decide to go rob a gas station. I didn't know I'd go to jail for a very serious felony and do some serious time, and the FBI is probably going to investigate it because it might be FDI insured. I'm going to go to jail for 10 years federal time. But it happened. But guess what? The system holds me accountable, regardless of the fact that I was naive and didn't know what the consequences
There
would
you
be.
go.
No.
Same exact thing. If you're an adult as a female, you pick who you have sex with, and therefore you must deal with the consequences of having sex with said individual, regardless of your knowledge at the time.
No, is it?
Big Mo with the $10 super chat says, I despite the lazy, it's just Miami girls argument. Dude, I swear to God, if it was only Miami, the RP community should only be Miami guys. But this community is worldwide, and we all agree with each other for a reason. Wow. You know what, Mo? I am going to quote that, and I'm going to give you the credit. I'm going to give you the credit. Because when one of these ridiculous bitches gives this excuse the next time I'm there, and they will, I'm going to tell them exactly what Mo just told us. Facts.
Fair? No, life is not fair.
There it is. End of discussion.
Accountability is kryptonite for females.
Real shit. Real shit.
There's nothing. You're so black and white in your thinking that there is.
What does black and white have to do with being accountable for your decisions? Now she's just being a woman.
There's no in between, and that is why we're not taking your so-called accountability, because it is
unbelievable.
It's so black and white.
You don't have
that
to.
It doesn't. That there's.
The
It's
point of
an
this show-
opinion. It's an opinion.
That is not an opinion. That is not. See, now she's off topic. It is not an opinion. What Myron is simply saying is that girls don't take accountability for their bad decisions. That's not. She can characterize it however she wants. Myron is absolutely correct, and every one of these girls, including Auntie 38-year-old single, including her, she can't get out of her own feelings to think logically. Not that we would expect her to.
There is no facts. There's no statistics. Yeah. If you were presenting us with like 100%, this is how it is. Like, I think that all of us.
Nothing is ever 100%.
Would agree.
I actually presented facts and statistics when I outlined why women are more, why chivalry and romance is dead, and I use social media as a heightening factor for so. I use statistics and facts.
And also, sorry, here as well, if you want to see them.
That's still your opinion.
What's my opinion?
Using social media, I could be using like, because the cars were made, and then that's how women get to do more stuff because cars were made. That's like you using social media. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion.
We don't know what you're saying.
Oh my God. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Mike Steele says she just proved his point by calling accountability an opinion. Yes. Accountability is black and white. You are either accountable or you are not.
Right.
But
understand
first of all, define chivalry. What does that mean? There's so many different. Define nice guy. Define what.
See, when bitches start asking define X, Y, and Z, they know they've lost the argument, because all they're going to do is challenge you on every point when they say define blah 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 blah.
Competencies are that women are. There's so many different things and holes in your argument that aren't.
Do you hear all of this? Do you hear all of this? All of these excuses, all of these reasons, all of this side talk, all of this extra stuff. All of this extra stuff to not be held accountable. Ladies, the bottom line is that you are responsible for the men you have sex with. You are responsible for the men you have sex with. Women control sex. Okay? Women decide who gets to have sex. Hell, women decide who gets to live from the womb. Women decide who gets to have sex, not men. And if you control sex, then you control the sexual market. So if the sexual market is a shit show, the responsibility falls on the sex that has control of the sex, which is women. We all, yes, thank you. Des Montgomery says we all know what chivalry is. She knows what chivalry is, but the reason why she wants to define it is because she just wants to attack the definition so that she doesn't have the argument. See, because if she can define chivalry that fits her description, then she can say, well, chivalry's not dead. That's the only reason why.
Aren't solid black and white facts.
We all know what the nice guy is. The nice guy is a dude that puts a woman above himself. He's being a simp.
There you go.
He's going ahead and giving a woman a bunch of unreciprocated attention and affection. She might not necessarily like him. She uses it to her advantage to get free dates and attention, whatever it may be. That's the nice guy. Because I've said it before, nice guys finish last. Why has that been a saying for so many decades?
And men don't like clingy women. It's the same thing. It's just codependency. It's just you don't.
No, this has nothing to do with codependency, Sarah. This has nothing to do with codependency. Do you see every time Myron Sharpe angles her, she'll move the goalpost. So now we've gone from defiant chivalry to codependence. This has nothing to do with codependence and everything to do with a woman's preference.
Don't have a high self-esteem, so you present yourself in a clingy manner and you push people away.
They do like the clingy women when they're when you have the DAs texting them on OnlyFans.
Most men go through life without experiencing a clingy woman in their lifetime. That's the difference.
Thank you.
Men have to earn the ability to be attractive enough to get a woman to be clingy in the first place. Women, on the other hand, get a bunch of suitors that are nice guys, that are simps. And what I'm saying is that thanks to social media and dating apps, women find 90% of men is unattractive on Tinder. Women don't swipe right on about 85% plus amount on Bumble. A woman on Instagram gets far more messages than a guy that is far more attractive than she is. These are all facts and stats. This is not my opinion. It is what it is. You have a dating business helping men. Why? Because men struggle with women. That's a fact. That's established. 1 in 3 men right now isn't having sex with the opposite gender between 18 and 30.
Yep.
So therefore, why are all these numbers existing? It's existing because women have more options.
Look at her face. All she is doing, computer, stop. All she is doing is she's listening to respond. She is listening to rebuttal whatever Myron says. She's not actually listening. She's trying to formulate a rebuttal instead of just having a conversation.
Which is now than ever had before. Dating apps, social media, internet, etc. So if a woman's able to go ahead and deal with a higher status man from across the country, she absolutely will. And that will leave the nice guy in her local town fucking out of dates.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Ladies, listen. If you have an opportunity, pardon me. Ladies, if you are in a relationship with a guy who does not measure up and you think you deserve a higher status guy and that higher status guy is showing you interest, by all means, get up out of there and do exactly what it is you need to do. Like I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. This is what women do. It's all right.
Or flaked on. That's the reality. That's how it is.
Can we move on to the next
There's the
topic?
numbers. Do you have anything for that? Now that I gave you stats and numbers?
No.
Can we move on to the next topic?
Look, we're going to move on when I say to move on. Not when you feel like it.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't like it that way, that's fine. You can get up and leave at any time.
Okay.
You got something?
There it is.
So it's just a question. I mean,
oh my God.
Because naturally, if you bring up this topic, it might be bothering you, or it's a topic of interest. Why is that bad? That we have the right to reject an individual. We don't have to pick everybody.
Nobody said that's bad. See, now they're just trying to make Myron look stupid. Why is that bad? Myron never said it was bad.
Why do you see it as negative?
I'm simply acknowledging it. I'm not angry about it, but we have to acknowledge the reality. Women have more options, which directly changes how they mate, select, and deal with the opposite gender.
Which is what it is.
Okay.
I'm not knocking you for it. I'm just simply acknowledging it and saying it. That doesn't mean I hate women if I tell the truth that women...
See, this is the thing. Myron is absolutely correct. He's like, look, I'm not knocking you for it. But the reason why women think that we're knocking them for it is because women knock us for our preferences. Everything women do... dude, so much of what women do on these podcasts is pure rejection... Jesus Christ. Is pure projection. They're projecting. Dude, bitches knock men on our preferences all the time. All the time. That's why they assume that we're knocking them when we acknowledge it.
Women have more options.
Okay, I understand.
And women were already selective, as she said before. Women were already selective from a biological sense since before then. But now Instagram and social media has made it even more so.
Mm-hmm.
A girl that's a 5 can date an NBA player.
Yep.
Facts. Lovely. All right.
Anybody else have anything? No?
Good to go.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Here, we'll go to Rumble.
All right. You got this, Fresh. I got to piss real quick.
Cool. Jerry Garcia says, shout to FNF fam from here in Scottsdale, saving me all my people's time and money with Friday night after hours. We stand 10 toes with whatever you guys need from out here. Shout out to you, bro. JM says, 2 years watching income, 30K to 300K, credit 750, a rusty truck to a Ford Raptor, weight chubby to 6-pack, dating, 5s to 8s, closing on a 400K rental with 0 down. You boys changed my life, 0 to hero. Thank you. I hope to shake your hand someday. Bless you both. Chelsea.
There you go. There you go. Listen, look at these bitches. Look at them looking vindictively at a man who is waxing poetic about how much his life has been improved since watching Fresh and Fit.
See, bro, for improving. Shout out to Anus for gifting 10 YouTube memberships. Shout out to you, bro.
Anus.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
boy.
Boss Gaddafi says, much appreciation and respect from Fresh and Fit. Myron, thank you for all you do on your hard work and research that you do for real men like us. Retired Army here. Woo-ha.
Hoo-ah.
There you go. See the Rain says, microchirism in human females. Well, I don't. Did I say that correctly? I'll just move on. In human females, they carry the DNA of past pregnancies and partners unprotected. That is used for all future potential offspring. Studies have found the DNA still lingering after 30 years. No hymen, no diamond. Oh, that's crazy.
What are they talking about?
Oh,
for example, I think ejaculation in women lasts for like 30 years.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy, bro.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Haddonfield Games and Collectibles says, question for the ladies. Do you have married female friends that have escape plan if the marriage fails?
To have.
Does anyone have friends that know it?
Yeah, I do.
Who?
Do you know their plan?
Yeah. Okay. So my bad. So my one friend, she does have a little bit of a plan. She got married. She's like 22, and he has signed the prenup. So she's ready to, I guess, do the divorce with the dash, because he said that he would sign either way. So I feel like she kind of has that set up already.
So that doesn't make any sense. That was
her prenup or his prenup?
His. No, she signed. He signed hers. So hers. Yeah.
So what's the backup plan?
So she from the very beginning did her own prenup for him to sign.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, question: are they currently married right now?
I mean, he would be very different from both of you guys in the sense that you guys would never put yourself in that position.
Exactly.
But
hell no.
I do have a female friend that has an escape plan for a marriage if it fails.
So she came into it with a prenup.
Right. Yeah, she's smart. She's smart. But
Who is
yeah.
it? What's her name?
Ooh. No, you cannot.
Okay.
No, you can't. I mean, I'll fake a name, but that would do nothing.
Thank you
so,
for sharing that.
Yeah, I can't say my best friend's name. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Women don't share resources. Women don't share resources with men. That's why.
Shiruki
Hell
Life
no.
They're
says,
way smarter about.
No, sure they shouldn't. Dude, there is no reason for a woman to share resources with men. None at all. You guys need it more than we do.
question for ladies: what's the highest body count a man can have before you disqualify him?
Oh, here
also,
we go.
shout out to the Discord gang and join you bums. So, okay. Firefighter Jackson says, I'm 33, a firefighter in LA, a little over 200K a year. Where do I find a woman who will join my team / follow my lead? I can't find them. I'm extremely motivated and don't have time to argue or come home to a woman who is completely devoted to me.
I got
I
you.
want to listen. Ladies, where do you find this man?
OnlyFans.
No, hold on.
Oh my God.
Can you see this one?
A firefighter, LA. Do I find a woman?
She's actually, I know you guys are annoyed by the OnlyFans girl. She's actually quite funny to me. I think she's funny. It sounds to me like she's looking for a dude who's, she's ready.
Team and follow. Is it join my team as in get in a relationship? Like
Yes,
he's the
that's
leader.
what he means.
To follow his lead, he'll take care of her.
Yeah, Mike Steele took the words right out of my mouth. The first thing you're going to have to do is get out of LA. Right? You got to get the hell out of LA, man.
He wants to know he's making
cities like LA and Miami, New York City, it's hypergamy on steroids.
200K a year. How can you find this woman? Where can you find her?
go to church, go to book clubs, sign up for Facebook groups in your city.
Oh my God. Did this bitch really just say go to church? Did this 38-year-old relationship expert just tell this man to go to church to find a good woman? Really? This is why you don't take relationship advice from women, guys. Sorry.
Go to singles events, go to, they have tons of stuff on Facebook where you can go to dating. Relish is a great site, by the way. Do rooftop bar events, slide into her DMs. I mean, quality women are everywhere.
Oh my God, this bitch she's fucking crazy. Number one, she's telling us shit that we already know. Right? Like we know about the dating apps. We know about the singles. Like what are we doing?
How would she join his team basically? How would she follow his lead? Like where would you find that type of woman, you would say? When I'll follow his lead.
You have to vet women properly.
There you
go.
go.
A woman who is peaceful, a woman who can show up looking presentable, a woman that he would want to take home to his mother, who is respectful to his family, who honors the vision that he has set out for himself and for his family and what he wants to do. He has to have a vision in the first place. And if he presents that to her, I think that she would absolutely be willing to follow his lead. But I think that he has to present as somebody who has a plan.
True.
And she.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Like, yes, thank you. Team Peterson shaking my damn head. Captain Obvious. Like, this bitch is acting like she's giving us new information.
He has to.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you ask questions like, do you want to be a mother? How do you want to raise your kids?
Yeah, because if we know anything about modern women, they tell you the truth, right? See, again, dude, this is the dumbest advice ever. Just ask her. You have to ask her. In order to vet her, you have to just ask her. No. No, you don't vet women by asking them anything. You vet women by observing them, because women will say anything. Roadblock 85 with the $5 super chat says, it is actually, he says, that's actually Alicia Silverstone next to Myron. The bitch is clueless. Very nice. Very nice.
Do you want to stay home? The question that you just asked us, would you stay home? Would you give up your career to be a stay-at-home mom if that's what he wants?
Yeah, but again, women are not honest. They're just not honest.
Once, then he shouldn't go for anyone else other than that.
Okay.
That was stupid.
Have an opinion, but we'll leave that for later. All right.
When can we ask
You missed a very good point. Coming to you right now. Give me one sec. TJ King says, ladies.
Do you want to switch to Rumble right now?
We got a bunch more chats to read.
Well, you can still read them on YouTube. On Rumble.
We're going to Rumble, yeah.
Yeah, guys, come on over Rumble, rumble.com/fresh&fit. Come on over right now, guys. We're going to switch over. Come on over right now. We got over 20,000 watching between the two of them.
W.
24, 25.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on over. Switch over
to Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble right now.
Cool.
All right, you good, Chris?
Awesome.
All right. Okay, so you were still reading it, or did you want to go to the girls' questions?
Let's read first.
Listen, no, it was quite a
Because it's a bunch, bro.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to ask? Go ahead.
Me?
Oh, now yes, you bitch.
Why did you not pursue becoming a pastor?
Okay. So that was 7 years ago.
Right.
I was actually studying at my local church in Barbados.
She is not interested in the answer. She is not interested in the answer. She's just trying to make him look stupid. She does not give two shits about why Fresh decided not to become a preacher.
And I got the offer to go to Canada, Alberta to be exact, to be a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
However, one, I've never been in the cold, and it's going to be snowing over there. And two is like, okay, if I take this route, I have to be in Canada. I don't have a visa. I don't have like a way to stay there other than going to, the Christian church, school, whatever. But ultimately, it's like, you know what? Is this where I want to end up for my life? And I figured to myself, you know what? I want to be in where it's warm, where I'm used to. So Florida was another option. So I just came over here.
But what will you call?
See that? But she is asking what she thinks is a gotcha question. She is asking what you think is a gotcha question. At least that's what I'm. At least for now. Didn't matter what Fresh said.
Did God call you to become a pastor, or you just wanted to pursue it because that was just a pastor thing to do? Did God directly contact you in a very powerful way?
Because if God did not contact you in a very possible way, then you are a bad person for wanting to be a pastor.
Or did you just think that it was just a way to go?
Well, I didn't think it myself. My head pastor recommended it just because of.
But did you ever feel the Holy Ghost, the power of Jesus in that church?
I'm holier than thou.
Did you ever feel it? And that was it Holy Ghost driven, that church? Did you ever feel it? Do you know what that feels like?
I did feel it. The only thing is that I don't think for me that was the right choice. And for example, if I didn't make that, for example, if I made that choice to go to Canada, I would not be here right now. So
it's not about Canada. It's about your path, giving it to God, to building His kingdom. So if you said you felt the Holy Ghost,
this bitch is virtue signaling. Like I don't like this. I don't know why this woman with a hand tattoo is trying to preach to Fresh. What are we doing? Like, she's trying to act like she's so much better than everybody else. Bitch, you have a hand tattoo and you're wearing hoops. Man. The jig is up, sweet cheeks.
If you have felt the Holy Ghost, you wouldn't, you're gonna follow His path. It's not about the destination, but about spreading His kingdom.
Oh my God. Oh,
So did you feel
So-
the Holy Ghost? Like,
so-
was it Holy Ghost
so-
driven? Did they cast out devils? Because the church I go to, they
Hey,
cast out
let him fucking answer the question.
demons out of people right away.
So the point
They
here.
heal the sick. Did
DC?
you see that in the church?
You gonna
I'm not
let
trying
him-
to be disrespectful. I'm just asking.
That's exactly what she's doing.
That's all. Because the church I go to, they cast
Here
out
we go.
demons out of people.
What'd I tell
they
you?
Heal the
Told
sick.
you.
There's people that get healed from
Told
arthritis.
you.
They have demons. They have spirits, and they get healed from it. And we see them flying away. Did you see that in your church?
Oh yeah, so my church is better than yours. Listen to this bitch.
And that's great, but that's not a question.
No, it is a question. Did you see that happening in your church?
What does
With
that have
with your
to do with
pastor? Did
anything?
he do that?
Do you see? What did I tell you? I told you this was going to be a gotcha question. She's just trying to make Fresh look bad. My church is better than your church. You didn't do it for the right reasons.
I mean, yeah, but that's not
Did he?
what you asked me.
Did he? Did he do that?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Where was the church?
Oh, here we go.
Barbados.
Barbados. So he casted out demons and he healed the sick,
Oh
and you still don't believe in the highest kingdom, and you still don't believe that you still that wasn't enough for you to.
See, I told you she was not interested in the answer. She wasn't interested in the answer. She broached this topic so that she could preach to Fresh.
Follow Jesus.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, my life path would have been to go to Canada and become a pastor.
But
However,
it shouldn't be about. I'm so sorry. It shouldn't be about Canada. It should be about
mean,
you going anywhere to spread His kingdom, work for His kingdom.
So I'm gonna answer your question here.
Yeah.
I have way more impact if I'm following Jesus Christ to do it right here. Now,
but
I'm
this is not Jesus
obviously-
Christ.
Can you let
platform.
finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Yeah.
not obviously following it to a T like I should be. I'm just saying,
Right.
if I made a life choice, I think this would be more impactful than doing what I was going to do in Canada. So ultimately speaking, I think I'm in the right spot right now.
Yeah, but this is not talking
Told you.
about God and
Told
how
you.
you're healing
Told
the
you.
sick and how you're casting out demons.
Here we go.
Because
See?
there are people in this
Yep.
platform, I guarantee, that are dealing with depression, that are dealing with anxiety, that are dealing with spirits that they're not even aware of, and you're
Oh my
not
God.
talking about Jesus. You're just,
See, now, oh, look, even Lizzo's getting bored. So what she's doing now, she's virtue signaling. You should use your platform to talk about Jesus. If you don't, then you're a bad person. Ay, ay,
No.
ay.
talking about things that are worldly. So
So once again, like I said before, I'm not where I need to be spreading the message. And also as well, like I do things behind the scenes, not really on camera, so to speak. But maybe one day I may change. But right now, I'm not.
I hope you do, because
Oh my God.
if you were called, that means you still
Stop the
have
cap.
a gateway to go. There's only heaven and hell. There's no in between. So I think you know that, right? So
Listen, you've been
the
ran
narrow
through.
path-
You got tattoos, like in high school. It's what it is, man. Hey, sorry to say, hey, she's preaching shit. But
I have tattoos of Jesus and
listen,
on my
you have
body
tats
too.
in general, right?
You have
And
been ran through too,
hey,
and the way you
ran
You don't get run through as a guy.
handle
through
girls, the
me?
way you handle girls in the back is like a pimp, and I don't appreciate that.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, you touch girls
Hey,
and
listen,
you
though.
listen. No, that's not the way you
touch
run.
girls?
That's not a way you run a gentleman studio. You know what I'm
Gentleman?
saying?
Oh, here we go.
You run
Here
it
it
like
is.
a
Here
pimp
it is.
because that's your
Hey,
mentality.
hey,
That's the
girls,
mentality you
listen.
grew up. No, I didn't
I
listen.
used to be a
I
teacher.
ignored you. I
No,
wasn't looking
what?
at you.
See, now she's being combative.
Because you was mad because her friend left. Because
No,
she's like,
I'm
you know
not.
what?
No,
I had
she
to
didn't
be
like
out
the
for 30
vibe.
minutes.
She didn't like the vibe. No,
Fuck her,
she didn't like
because
the vibe.
she didn't DM
So
me.
you're saying F
she
her.
didn't
Yes.
DM me,
Look at
right?
you. You're not a gentleman.
Hey, listen, I don't give a fuck.
I can't.
Listen, she
I
didn't DM
can't.
me.
There's no point of arguing with a fool.
Well, your friend's a fool because I gave her
Why are you
simple
talking about my
instructions.
friend? She's not even here.
All right, so because she's a fool, that's why she left. Ladies,
Okay,
you all
why are
DM me,
you
right?
targeting why are you targeting
listen,
my friend?
Listen.
Did you like the way he was
I
talking
didn't want
to
to talk to your friend, but you brought it up.
What? Nobody brought her up. I didn't
You
talk about
brought
her.
my
your friend, all right?
God,
All right,
she
listen.
Yeah, I brought her, but
All right, so
I'm talking about you, how you handle girls. It's like you
See this? This is combative behavior. Guys, this is combative behavior. Look at Icy.
can do that in a loving way.
once again,
That's how I know. Like
here
he's saying
is
that
the loving way, okay?
he's saying
Here's-
that, oh, I'm doing it more in a more powerful way on this platform. But this platform is not. There's no God in here. You know what I'm?
Yeah, this is another hater. This is another hater trying to tell people how to run their podcast. Pearl, you should be doing it this way. Yeah, you'd like for her to change her strategy because she's already left your dumbass.
I'm saying I don't feel no God. All I feel is anxiety, depression, ego. That's all I feel here, and that's why I was asking her, like, why did you not follow that path? Because
Told
it's
you.
such a loving path. You want to heal people. You want to give love to people in different ways. That's why, like,
I think some of the anxiety comes from your inability to structure your points and make actual.
Thank you.
arguments.
No, it's the way, like, okay, I was talking to him, and the way he handles girls is like pimp way, you know, like high school girls. Like that's just.
And how would you know the pimp way?
It's not the way to go. If you think you have Jesus in you,
Again,
Jesus wouldn't let you do that.
I think again,
Jesus is not like that.
She's just gonna keep interrupting, guys. She's gonna keep interrupting.
This isn't church. All I'm
No,
simply
it's
gonna
not
say,
church.
yeah, but
I'm saying, I was asking him, like, why did he not pursue that? That's because many are called, but few are chosen. So it's a narrow path, you
look,
know.
I get it. You know, you found Jesus and you want to spread the gospel, but the thing is that we've been having, you know, factual conversation on dating and dynamics, and you didn't like one of the statements that were made. You couldn't necessarily back up your points.
No, I don't. It's not about me. It's not about me.
With, you know, over talking and interrupting and everything else like that, random interactions, right? And
Instagram, man.
Oh!
Yeah, thank you for giving me a shout out.
Oh!
And there's also a picture saying.
Oh, look at this!
I got baptized. No, go ahead.
Wait.
Oh, look at this!
I'm saying right here.
Adams?
Yeah.
Verse what?
Because I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it for giving me a shout out.
What is this? Are you walking to the beach to get baptized right now? Because
So get it straight.
Go
straight. You're posting stuff like this. I'm talking about me.
Oh wow! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Go to the picture where it said I got.
Oh my God!
I got baptized. Those are old pictures. Go ahead.
You're preaching to people.
Okay, those are old pictures, but if you've been sanctified, why not take those pictures down? If you were so Christ-like, if you were following Jesus, then why are these pictures still up? Why are these pictures still up? Like, look, I get it. You once were lost, but now you're found. You once was blind, but now you see. But why not delete the pictures? Oh, that's right. Because you're actually a hoe. Guys, I tell you this all the time. And this goes right to Sarah Dawn Moore's point. Sarah Dawn Moore's point. Yeah, if you want to meet quality women, go to church. Well, there's a God-fearing woman right there beside you. That's a God-fearing woman right there beside you, proving our point.
Why? Hold on.
Big Mo with the $5 super chat says, when she started preaching, I decided to go through her IG and I sent it to Chris. Big Mo! Yes! So Big Mo, this was on you, I see. Mike Steele with the $5 super chat says, Kevin, oh my God, Kevin Samuels would have cooked her well done and glazed. Oh my God.
It's holier than thou.
Look at that. Look at that.
Devil's outfit? Devil talking with me? Bro.
Why is, listen, it's an old picture. Why is it still up? Why is it still up? Bitches that find Jesus are always the most run through. Oh my God.
That's why you triggered. Go to the picture. You'll find it. You'll find it.
I'm not triggered.
You'll find it.
Oh, you'll find it somewhere in there.
Right.
Yo, I mean,
you'll find the picture. That's not.
I would think before you come on the show, you're gonna preach this Jesus stuff. You would like archive those pictures, man. Like, come on,
no, I'm not. Why would I? That's my testimony.
All right, so
oh my God, that's my testimony. Jesus fucking Christ.
Saying I got baptized.
So Myron,
and you should go. Why didn't you go to that?
That's not highlighted at all.
It is highlighted. You see it,
no,
bro.
it's not.
It's like
all right,
there's the old you and there's the new you.
No, listen to this. Right? Listen to that hamster go. Oh my God, listen to the hamster go. That's my testimony. The reason why I have pictures of me wearing close to nothing is that's my testimony. I want people to see where I've been. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can bash me all you want, but like, look,
this is why
you're not gonna shame me,
people
bro.
Clown Christians because you come on here holier than thou, and then this is what they say.
I didn't say I'm holy. I'm getting right.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
You can preach the word of having to say it, but by actions as well.
Oh!
Actions. Go click on that picture where it said I got baptized.
That picture. Singular.
Wait. So
Devin wants to know who put Mary Magdalene on the panel. Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Do you guys really think Jesus Christ smashed Mary Magdalene? Like the way she's described in the Bible, it would have been very, very difficult for Jesus not to tap that ass. Right? I mean, I'm not trying to be like sacrilegious, but like Jesus had to have tapped that ass. REI 12 Figures with the $5 super chat says, D, my brother, this chick had me rolling. Oh, boiling. I can't stand these Christian hypocrites. I could have been in that room. Dude, they make me laugh. They make me laugh. Absolutely. Celestial 2 with the $5 super chat says she would have taken those pictures down if she wasn't too busy virtue signaling and was truthful about finding Jesus. Yeah, exactly.
It's 2 months ago. It's 2 months ago. Those pictures are old. I mean,
pause.
that doesn't even make sense.
Wait.
You're gonna have to hold L on this one, man.
Yeah, when you first,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I asked the girls. Okay, so girls, who DM me to the podcast? So raise your hand, ladies, if you DM me, right? So everyone DM me in the podcast, right? So your friend did not DM me. So I said, okay, you know what? Since you didn't DM me, usually I have to know how much seats I have on a podcast, on a panel. Because why? Because I don't want the girls to feel uncomfortable. Didn't I tell you that? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Sure.
So how was that pimp? So how was that acting like a pimp?
I was very respectful. I said, oh, you know what? Who's sending me DMs? And I checked in front of you ladies. I was very cordial, correct?
Correct. Yes.
So then I said, all right, cool. Then here it is. You know what? And then I explained to a friend, you know what? I will bring you onto the podcast, but normally I don't do this, but boom, boom, boom.
Even though you break the rules.
Yes. And
yeah, exactly. And this is why they have a screening process. Her friend just said, fuck the fresh and fit followers.
Then your friend, right? Soon as wait, and girls, right? Soon as I said, all right, ladies, come on to the platform and to the panel, to the to the set, and now I will explain the rules. And then you said, oh, your friend said she had how much minutes she had to leave?
It's about how you treated me. It's not about
no. Oh, no, baby. So now she's talking about it's about how you treated me. So she took the L on the friend. Now she's going to move the goalpost. Got it.
30 minutes. Can I finish?
I was listening. I wasn't looking at you, and then you touched me. You were like, "Hey, focus. Like I'm your child or something." I'm listening. I'm just not looking at you because I don't want to look at you.
Did I say that?
It's about you, how you treated me. It's not about my friend. Why are you bringing up my friend? You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
So first it's about the Bible. Now it's about her friend, and now Chris touched her. Guys, this
wait, ladies.
It's about you, my love. It's about you and how you are as a gentleman.
Right,
they need to get her out of there. Get her out of there.
Look, you got to understand that there's rules, there's ways that we move to do the podcast, etc. So, what do you mean the way we do it?
The way you do it, you touch me. Hey, focus. Like I'm not your child.
Didn't nobody touch you like that? He probably tapped your arm. Stop it.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Like that shouldn't be. That's not a.
I touch you when you're sitting way over there.
No,
right?
like you touching my shoulder, like focus, like I'm a child or something.
No, because you. First of all, I didn't touch you. I snapped at you, say focus, because you weren't paying attention.
Okay, you snapped at me. Why would you snap at me? I'm a.
Are you kidding me with this?
No, he did, but I let him have it though. You snapped at me. Why would you snap? Why would you snap at me?
He was right
here.
Video out on locals.
He was right here the whole time.
Okay, he touched at me. He touched me. First of all, he touched my shoulder.
Yo, you're Christian? Get out of here, man.
Where's your cameras? Go ahead.
Bro, no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Run it back.
It's on
No.
Wait, sorry.
Nah, she's bullshitting. Oh, now she's trying to get other girls.
I didn't like the way he was talking to me. Hey, focus. Like I'm focusing. I'm listening.
Let me make this extremely clear. Let me be very candid about this. The reason why we're successful is because we have a system. We have a system in place when girls come in, given the directions, etc. So can you please stop interrupting? This is what I'm talking about when I say you have a bad habit of interrupting. You've done this several times now, and I've warned you twice, right? So there you go again. So anyway, we have a system in place to ensure success. We got to make sure that the girls pay attention with the rules, because if you don't, then you're going to look foolish on air when we're on. So we should run a tight ship. I mean, if you don't like it that way, that's fine. But that's how we do things, and that's how we've been able to rise through the ranks to get where we're at now. So you're on someone else's platform that you didn't build.
Gotta follow their rules, man.
It doesn't belong to you. You gotta show respect. So if I decide to say, shut the fuck up, I can do so because it's our show. Because
yes, we can.
Again, look,
yes, the hell we
can. I don't
can.
care what you think. I'm telling you that you're a guest on the platform.
But you invited me though.
Yeah, as a guest.
Right.
Keyword as a guest.
Right.
Just because someone invites you doesn't mean that you can act however you want in their place.
That's fine. I respect it. I understand. I don't need you.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so
I think
well, then talking about with the talking back, like, see how I'm just telling you what it is, and then you feel the constant need to talk back and forth. Like, what is your problem?
This is a last word type of bitch. That's what this is.
Problem.
I don't have a problem. It's the way he was presenting things. It's like
He
I'm
has
not
rules.
your
If you're
child.
not paying attention,
It's fine.
then you're
I
not
was,
paying attention.
Who said I wasn't? I
'Cause
was
you're-
listening,
he's
but I
treating you
wasn't
like a
looking
child.
at
She's
him.
not even
You're
paying
behaving
attention
like a
now.
child, not paying attention.
I wasn't looking
Well,
at
you're
him
behaving
because I
like one
didn't
right
want
now.
Exactly,
to.
she
You're
was
behaving like
looking at
one
me
right
right
now
I
because you're
wasn't
not.
looking at
You're
him
behaving
because I
like a
didn't want
child
to.
right now because I'm speaking and you're still speaking. You don't wait until I'm finished to respond.
Yeah, the other
Okay?
girls are starting to
So,
get tired of this.
At the end of the day, you've been very disrespectful. Don't follow orders, and it is what it is. But we have a system. That's how it is. That's how we got to where we are, is by having a system. The other girls have seemed to comply with it just fine. You're the only person that has a problem.
See, and you know what's the biggest problem here? As a Christian, you make us look bad because now you being disrespectful, argumentative, and not feminine. You look masculine as fuck. And I was like,
Do
oh,
I?
that's
Do
Christian.
I?
Yes,
And
you
you've been
do.
arguing in bad faith the entire show, which is fine. I mean,
Bad
it's
faith.
entertainment, but it's
Ooh, oh my
like
God, I'm
you
so
haven't really been
sorry.
able to stand on any of the arguments that you made. You've just been arguing, and it's
Thank
like,
you.
okay,
Is
whatever.
that
I think the
right?
bigger question, hold on, I think the bigger
that right?
question is, why do you have pictures like that on your Instagram if you
Uh-oh!
preaching the word of
Uh-oh!
God? Because in the Bible it does show, like,
Yeah.
do not show your parts to
Yeah.
anyone else but your husband.
And there's
So
a picture where it says.
Oh, that's it. That's it. She got KO'd by the relationship.
Baptized, being reborn. No, on the right.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
but if a Christian, if you want to attract a Christian man, then I'm not
But
sure.
go to the picture where it says I got baptized. No lower.
Picture. The picture. Did she say lower? Did you guys just hear that? She said lower. That means these pictures came after she was baptized. Can't make this shit up.
Lower, right to the right.
But do you want to attract a Christian man?
Yeah, those are from before. Okay, I mean right there.
If it's from before, then why are we going lower?
You passed it right there. No, right there. Yep. It says it. That's when I got baptized. When you're your old person.
Wait, what? Wait the fuck a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, those are from before. Okay, I mean right there. You passed it right there. No, right there. Yep. It says it. That's.
You still do miracles with the big hoops and all that. So that was so this is her version. This is her version of I can speed this up a little bit. How about that? All right, cool.
When I got baptized, when you're your old person, you're someone else. When you get touched by the Holy Ghost, when Jesus comes to you,
here we go. Here we go.
No, I don't have no.
All right, we're gonna move on. You had something that you want to say?
There you go. The tattoos.
Okay.
You think it's like a joke, but it's not. It's like I'm not even trying to disrespect. But I just had a question for you. Why
I
did you
wasn't
not
paying
choose?
attention to you, so that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, yeah, bro.
Go ahead. You had something? Oh my God.
I just wanted to speak in her defense really quickly.
Sure.
I mean,
I know you can do it, but go ahead.
I mean, we're at the end of the day, we're all sinners, and sometimes your past doesn't always define you. It can, but sometimes it can't. And she said she recently found God. You know, she can preach what she wants and she can post what she wants. It may contradict a little, and I can admit that, but if she wants to preach it and her message is great, you have a very lovely message.
That's fucking ridiculous. Do you see that? This woman just said, I'd like to speak in her defense. Now, what she did was wrong, but she can still do it if she wants. Tony Esquire with the $5 super chat says, the relationship expert proved to be the female version of Hitch, selling advice she only cares about after turning 40. There you go. That's it.
That's just about it. You can't come at her.
There's not
for
an
being a
issue with what
sinner.
she wants to do. It's the hypocrisy.
Sorry, Goff. That was terrible.
It's the hypocrisy,
No, I'm just trying
which
to
is the
defend
point
her.
of contention here is the hypocrisy.
I think it's
It's just we're all
if you
sinners
have a
at the end of
goal
the
to
day.
move forward in your life, and if you want to attract a certain type of man, that as a Christian man
I
would.
didn't come here to
All right,
attract a
so
certain type
baptize
of
me,
man.
baptize me. I can back my OnlyFans now, right? No, I can't.
No,
You're funny. Okay, we can move on.
I didn't come here to find a man. I
We
came
can move on because I'm just wasting time right now.
Oh, I didn't come here to find a man. There we go.
Why am I headed to the water?
I don't know.
here because I got invited and I wanted to be talking in a loving way, but that's not you guys' platform. You guys want to just bash and just make jokes.
We
and
haven't
just-
bashed. You've just not made concise, articulate arguments to back up what you've said.
That's your opinion.
And no, I mean, we have almost 30,000 people watching. I think
That's
they would all
your
agree that you
audience.
made yourself look foolish to a
Did
degree.
I?
You did.
I don't.
You did.
I don't
You
feel
did.
foolish.
But it is
No,
also,
you
it
do.
is also-
You do.
It is also your opinion that the gentleman in the back was disrespectful, and I actually didn't find him to be disrespectful at all.
That's
Oh!
the way he was acting
But
to me.
that's
I
what you're
didn't
saying.
like it,
He's
right?
saying
That's
that you're.
me and how I.
But that's your
accept.
opinion. That's exactly what my man
Right.
is saying.
So if I'm listening and I just don't want to look at you because I don't want to look at you, that doesn't mean you should touch me and say hey, or touch me or whatever you want to call it and say
Snap
hey,
at you?
focus.
That's a big difference.
No, he touched me, but he can have it. Go ahead and you can tell snap. Okay, he snapped at me, but you still don't
So
have
he
the
didn't
right to
touch
say.
you.
There we go.
You still don't
There
have the
it
right
is.
to say that.
There it is.
Focus when I'm listening.
What? So do you
When I'm
go?
being
Hold on. Do you go into
respectful.
church and spit on the cross?
Yo,
Like, hold on. There are certain things, right, that like you do in a place showing respect
Right.
as a guest,
Right.
right? So like coming in here and paying attention when they're giving directions and being respectful is showing respect to our
And I
to our
was.
host. You wouldn't go into church and be disrespectful to the pastor because you're showing respect for
Right,
them.
you're right. It's a different kind of
So
it's a different kind of
that
environment than
means
this. It's not like
you are
this.
proving that you are not walking by faith, but by your own emotions. Let's move forward, man. All right.
Let's go.
That's your opinion.
No, but
That's your
you
opinion.
just showed it
Awesome.
multiple times.
That's
Wait,
your
all
opinion.
right,
still.
girls. Sorry, girls. Besides her, who else felt I've been
I was gonna
disrespectful?
I was gonna go ahead and say
Wait,
that
so-
I didn't feel any. I feel like he was trying to be professional, like go straight to the point.
There
like,
you go.
point A, point B.
Here
Some
we
girls call
go.
me daddy. That's professional.
I mean,
I
he's
mean,
just trying
they
to
do.
make.
It's a
He's
joke.
just
It's a
it's a
joke.
joke. Just like she's just
Not-
making
not
jokes
who's
over
there.
OnlyFans.
You.
Bitch, you put a link in your bio, bro. They're damn sure thinking with that little thing you got going on.
No, I don't think he
Oh wow, her laugh is even faster.
was disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking out for Auntie, so let's move on.
Yeah,
Final.
Auntie.
Okay?
to me,
Auntie's
it
speaking
wasn't.
out.
That's
Thanks,
my
Auntie.
opinion. To you, that's your opinion. So I'm just stating my opinion. There's
There we go. So there is no objective truth. Everything is subjective. Got it.
there's that.
I know, but we just had an argument for 2 hours that said that opinions aren't valid, so we can't like come back
Wait, what?
and rebuke.
If you
just,
said focus and I'm listening,
Dude, this one going
what's
for
wrong with that?
eternity.
Like, I'm saying I'm listening. I'm just not looking into his eyes.
Just
What
hold
is
that-
wrong with that?
Because you weren't
because
listening.
well, it was
Because I
also
wasn't looking into your eyes, bro.
because it's
Yeah,
also
she's
his
done.
opinion that you were being disrespectful in
That's
his
his
house.
opinion, but he doesn't have to touch me and snap at me.
He did
But
not
do
touch
that.
you.
But again, it's your opinion.
Does a pastor do that? Snap at you if you're not listening to
Nobody
church?
touched you, man. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Oh, bro, okay, whatever you want to have.
Nobody touched you.
But just snap at me. I'm like, I'm
I see was
listening.
recording the whole thing, and she's saying in the back, no one touched you. I don't know why you keep saying that.
It's on locals. By the way, go on locals, guys. Go check it out.
We got to take accountability for things that we are.
And you
wrong
do,
about.
And you're
So
not
there's certain
gonna
things.
and you're not gonna bash my opinion that he did snap at me while I'm listening. You know, I'm not wrong. Who said I'm wrong for not looking at his eyes? I'm not looking at his eyes. I'm not looking. I can leave. I was asking a question about him. Why didn't he want to become a pastor? That's it.
I answered it.
But
Oh shit. I see. I see. See? Do you see what happens when girls bullshit? Icy knows what the fuck happened. She got it right there on her phone. And this girl keeps trying to add the word, well, he snapped me, well, he touched me. And now Icy's like, dude, like, you're fucking trying to Me Too Aaron. What are we doing?
Yeah, no. She's right. If I touch you, why are you still here?
No, it's like,
No, tell
I
me.
wanted to come here and see what this is about, and I see what it's about. You guys run it like a fucking doghouse here.
Oh, doghouse?
You guys do, and the females, that's not like you guys don't understand this. Like you guys are obviously don't understand like what is going on behind the
Oh.
scenes.
I have one question
But
for
it's
you.
cool. But I'm gonna leave, you know, and you guys can make jokes with me because that's what y'all do. Y'all make
Oh,
jokes.
there it is. She took the L. She took the L, and she knows she's
Frank
done.
Castle.
Yeah.
Frank Castle.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's not good.
Hey, goodbye. Hey, goodbye. Hey,
Stupid
goodbye.
bitch.
Can we support Icy and her, please? No.
You thinking like we give a fuck?
Yeah,
bro?
I'll be right with the little
Listen,
point.
all right,
I feel bad. I feel bad.
She gets herself, man.
Yeah, bro, like stupid.
I
Okay, bro. If you say dumb shit, people are gonna like make fun of you, bro.
Bro.
That's
what it is.
right.
You also have to understand that you have to understand that like this entire podcast watches it because they're in your favor. They're not watching it to. You gotta kind of. I feel like for me,
really, 'cause
No, that ain't got nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with anything. That ain't got nothing to do with favor or nothing like that. The girl was full of shit.
a little
They
bit.
will say, you know what? She's right. You have bad points. They're gonna say you're dumb.
Yeah,
Bro.
but it's
Yeah,
not
but
aggressive
also,
for saying dumb
also,
shit.
you guys like live, eat, breathe this shit. I don't even think about it. So like to try to argue with somebody who knows.
Ah, here we go. So now more excuses. You guys live and breathe this shit. Here's the difference between men and women. In order for men to be successful with women, we have to live and breathe this shit. We have to live and breathe this shit. Women ain't got to. Women don't have to live and breathe this shit. Getting guys is as easy as breathing.
Knows exactly not about what they're gonna say, but just like you're smart on all of these topics.
Does it
Yeah,
every day,
but
basically.
we also
Like, you
take
gotta.
that away. No,
For me to
also-
try to argue though, I know I'm gonna fucking lose, and that's hard for me to say. I feel like I'm very stubborn, but
So
I
then
know
why
I'm
argue?
gonna lose.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Why you
yeah.
not?
Sorry.
I have
But she did, right?
Wait,
Right.
sorry.
No, but I'm not standing up for her. I'm literally doing the
Wait,
opposite. I'm saying why. I
So
don't.
if
Why I don't.
Right.
if our audience was truly in our favor between mine and Fresh, they would like the video because we have like barely any likes on our video on YouTube. So we have a bunch of haters that just watch our videos and just want to hate. But at the end of the day,
Either
what it
way,
is,
I
man.
mean, the point is that this podcast perfectly shows a lot of the times that women can make arguments that don't make sense and think that they have something to stand on. And she didn't make any points, and it's just like, oh, my feelings, or blah blah blah, whatever. It is what it is. Where are we at here? Okay. Does anybody else have anything that they thoughts?
All right, so we are going to get to the second Frank Castle here.
Please, this is the last one on the show.
Stuff.
And then if you get your comments, questions, or last thoughts on the show, we'll start.
We want to start.
Right here. 'Cause you
Right
have something to say.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
200K on the way. Let's go.
actually, we should start here because she might have the most.
Okay, cool.
We go.
I wish that we would have covered more like intersexual dynamics, how men and women can truly get along better, where we are bridging the gap. The one thing that unfortunately I find with your podcast is that it can be very polarizing sometimes, and we spend a lot of time on one point, and I understand why that is, but I had a lot of questions for you that we didn't get to, a lot of other things that we could have talked about that could potentially help men, and
Blame that on the church girl. And women can't help men on the dating market. Sorry.
help whatever women see the clips. So that is my only sadness. That is my
What was the thing you
only
wanted to ask? Hit us
feedback.
with one of them. Go ahead.
You had mentioned something that men need to look for in a quality woman. I think that would be very beneficial for men. So what is that?
What men need to look for?
We were having the discussion about.
Oh my God! Here we go. Define quality woman: fit, feminine, friendly, faithful. It's not hard.
You know, as far as like wifey material, this guy had asked a question about, you know, where do you find this type of woman?
Yeah.
So please provide your feedback. And let's
Not
talk about
church.
that. Those are the things that I would have loved to have talked about.
You brought up some good points. I would just say, from the standpoint of a man, you have to become that man that she wants to be with.
Mhm.
So ultimately speaking, like, you have to create that woman. So she doesn't come to you prepared. You have to become the man that she wants to be with, and then say,
There
you know
you
what?
go.
All right, as a man, here's my program. Here's what I want you to follow.
There you
And if
go.
you follow it. To me, you're special in that sense.
Mhm.
So that's what I was saying.
Wow.
I believe I said something very similar to that, but
You did, but you didn't harp on the point of, like, for example,
You were talking about specific areas to find the women.
form her to become that woman. She's not going to
Yeah.
get that off the rip.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think men have to train women. Yeah, because a lot of girls, thanks to feminism in modern day society, have a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
There it is.
Mark,
What?
Train.
Yeah.
Yes,
She
that's
dog-
right.
dog-
Train.
But you brought up very good points, and you skimmed over that a little bit.
People, ladies, before you get crazy, you get trained at the job, don't you? You get job training, don't you? So why is it so taboo to be trained by a man?
okay.
All right. What about you?
I think just agree with what she said. That's it.
All right, give us your question that you wanted to bring up then.
Go ahead.
I don't have a question. I just agree with what she said with what the discussions that we should have brought up. That should have been
All
brought
right, what
up.
should we bring up then? Go ahead. It's your
guys-
chance to bring it up.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Everything that she said. Literally, everything that we should have
What was it?
figured
Can you
out.
repeat it for
We
us?
should have figured out some sort of resolution to bring a bridge between the men and the women instead of just pointing fingers at somebody and just blaming somebody.
Nah, ain't nobody interested in a goddamn bridge. You want to know what the bridge is, y'all? You want to know what the bridge is? The bridge is on women. See, the reason why they didn't talk about the bridge is because these women would not take accountability that they are responsible for the degradation of the dating market. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. That's why we see this is one of the main reasons why men and women in the West don't get along. Because women aren't taking fucking accountability. We take accountability in this space. We take accountability. The reason I was used and abused by Amy is because I was fucking dumb. The reason I went 1.5 years in my marriage without sex is because I was fat, I was lazy, and I was unmotivated. That's why. Men, when they come here and they accept what we have to talk about, you got to be accountable. You have to have accountability. Because we get a lot of guys in this community who, listen, they're all about bashing women and this and that, but they don't want to take accountability. Those are your low-level MGTOWs, your black pill guys, your destinies, your abbas and preaches. Right? Those guys, hey, look, we're all about the red pill and bitches ain't shit, da-da-da-da-da. Well, what about you? Where are you? Where do you, like, where's the accountability coming for you? No. I'm not trying to do that. See, because if men are accountable, then they're forced to admit that they either are lazy or that they just have no desire to improve themselves. But since we all know that, making your necessity you're making your necessity a virtue, guys would just sooner give up. Bitches ain't shit, passport. Dude, 99% of these passport niggas out here talking, they got to get your passport, don't even have passports. They don't even have passports. They talk all this shit about that they can name all the 9 iron rules of Tomasi, they can pass all the shit tests, but they're still fucking fat, living in their mom's basement. Sorry. I'm not here for it. This is why there is no resolution between men and women. Because women will not take accountability for their role in the degradation of the sexual marketplace. That's why. You're not gonna have you can't build a bridge if there's no accountability.
Because that didn't result shit.
What's the bridge?
You guys just talk shit on a mic.
No, tell us.
You
What's the
guys
bridge?
literally pulled a Wendy Williams on a fucking
If
mic.
you have a solution, tell
basically.
us what it is. Please tell us.
The thing is, that's the resolution that we're supposed to come to as men and women, but
All right,
clearly you're not men.
Let me ask you this.
That's
here we
all
go.
I came to the
Okay,
resolution to.
Fair enough. Let me ask you this then.
Mm-hmm.
To solve a problem, don't you have to identify why the problem exists first?
Oh, yes.
The thing is, in order to communicate
Here we
about something,
go.
we have
Do you see that? See that? Myron's smiling because he knows he already got her. There you go. Myron already knew. He already knew. Myron knew exactly what I just said. Watch.
To solve a problem, don't you have to identify why the problem exists first?
The thing is, in order to
See?
communicate
See,
about
look. Myron knows. See, this is why we know women aren't stupid. This is why we know women aren't stupid. This bitch knows good and goddamn well he's about to say, look, if you're going to acknowledge the problem, that means being what, class? Accountable. And because they couldn't be accountable, that's why we didn't come to this impasse.
something we have to be able to communicate on any sort of level.
There we go.
whatsoever.
See that?
But the thing is, your resort to anything when it comes to women is derogatory terms, which is why
She
I brought
didn't
up
answer the
idea
question.
that you do have
She-
a daughter. If
that
you do
wasn't
have a
what I
daughter, is that a man is going to treat her the same way that you treat women.
do realize I didn't-
So
I didn't
realize
ask
that.
you. You
Realize
didn't
that, and
answer.
that's exactly what the
I
fuck is going
asked
to
you-
happen
I asked
to
you a
your
question,
daughter, or if you
and you
do
didn't
have a daughter
answer.
one day.
You didn't
And
answer the
that's-
question.
And that's exactly it. The thing is, You didn't try to communicate. You just try to point fingers at women.
Try
And
to
that's
communicate right now. If you have a problem, right? Isn't it incumbent upon you to identify why that problem is happening and fix it at the cause?
I love how stoic Myron is because she really, dude, when women do this, they try to draw you in to an emotional battle. And when you respond to a woman with emotions, now you're on her turf. You're no longer playing a home game. Okay? That is a road game that you are playing. Myron does not allow these women to draw him into their emotional shenanigans, and it pisses him off.
Right, but you could have asked us, ladies, do you agree that the dating arena right now is a shit show? Yes. Okay, we agree that there's a problem. Now, how do we fix it? How do we fill in the gaps? Where do we go from here? That
we have to be accountable for why the dating market is the way it is.
Is how I would particularly have run the podcast, but that's just...
Podcast,
yes,
so,
sir, you're absolutely right.
So it's
That's
irrelevant.
my
So
point.
no, but what I'm saying is that we had a discussion on chivalry.
You didn't
right?
have a discussion. You just said, this is what I think, and I just want to hear what you got to say, and you're dumb, and you're stupid, and you're fucking dumb, and you're this, and you're that, and you get the fuck off. And if you don't agree with the fuck I say, you're fucking dumb.
You remember
and
what I
that's
said?
literally, you didn't have a discussion.
Do you remember what I
didn't want
said?
to hear other people. You didn't want to
See
try to
it?
come to some sort of compromise
See
with
it?
people.
You're
See
asking
that?
for our opinion right now.
That's
So
my point.
Give
You
your
asked me
opinion.
for my opinion, and my point is, you didn't try to come to any sort of conclusion with any woman on this table.
I mean,
you just
we
tried to
are,
insert a
like-
derogatory term to every sort of fucking woman on this table, and that's okay. You have a mother, and you have a daughter, and
That
you're
doesn't
going to
have to
have a
do
daughter
with
one day,
anything. That
and
doesn't
that's
have to do
okay.
with
Don't worry about it.
That
Don't
doesn't have to
worry.
do with
That's okay. You don't gotta listen
Once
to me
again,
and call me crazy as much as you
all
fucking
I simply
want,
said
and
was,
say all the
right,
things you want about me
I
as you want
articulated
to
why
fucking say.
chivalry is dead, and my stance is that
Because
women
of men like
are
you.
more responsible
Because of men
for
like
the
you.
death of
Here we
chivalry
go.
than men
Now
are.
she's-
Men like you.
Because men adapt to the sexual marketplace,
Like
and
you,
women
men
like
like
bad
you,
boys.
men
So-
like you. Because there's women
so-
that are happy with women in their lives right
Can
now.
I say what I was going to say, please?
But okay.
And then I gave you a chance. Okay, well, who do you think is more responsible? You went on a rant, then you said social media, then you went to go on to the government, and we said, okay, well, tell us exactly how it's the government. And then you went on to say it's because of the music. And I'm like, wait,
She's not even listening. Myron is literally detailing all of her talking points line by line. He is telling her, he is giving her the chronological order of what she said, why she said it, and how she said it. And her eyes are closed. You can even tell that Sarah is impressed. She's like, damn.
That doesn't make sense.
I never said music. I never said music. You can run back the clip. You can play that shit back. I never said music. Did I say music?
You did.
Did I say music?
You said music, movies,
I
pop
said
culture.
music. I didn't say music,
You did.
movies, pop culture. I said the world
did.
and the way that the world is.
See,
the pop culture has a
this is
lot
a
to do.
perfect
The thing
example.
is, pop
This is what
culture
I mean.
wouldn't even
Can
be
you
a
be
thing.
quiet for 2 seconds?
This is my
See,
point.
here's
You
the
asked for
difference
my
between
opinion, and you're telling
Here's
me
the difference
to
between
be
me and you.
quiet. This is why I don't fucking
I
talk.
listened
nigga.
very closely to everything you said, and I was listening because the only way for me to refute your arguments is I have to listen, understand, and then come back with a rebuttal. You, on the other hand, haven't been listening. You've
That's
just been
okay.
talking.
You asked for my opinion, and you're telling me to
And I was
shut the
listening to your
fuck up.
opinion.
But that's great. Okay,
I was listening to your opinion,
Okay.
and I'm asking.
You clearly you were hearing. You weren't listening. But
I was
that's okay.
listening very
Common
closely.
sense isn't common, and ignorance is such a fine thing in men. That's crazy. And you were the prime
If
example.
I was able to literally
Right.
re-say everything you said, that
Okay.
means by default I listened and I understood it, which is why I came back with a counter.
Clearly not. You're entitled to your opinion, and that's great. Just as I'm entitled to mine, you didn't try to
That's a
come
fact
to
what I
any sort of
said.
a compromise, and you didn't try to keep the respect level in any sort of barrier or any level
my
at all.
God, this
you just tried to
bitch.
insult at all. You just tried to insult,
I mean-
and that's great. That's great. This is your show, and you do what you want. I didn't disrespect you in any way, shape, or form.
you
I didn't
have-
try
yeah,
to.
you have-
The thing is,
yeah,
you
yeah.
really want me to disrespect?
Yes,
Because I
yes,
really
okay,
haven't.
hey,
My
sure,
thing
go
is, I got out of character, and the only thing I probably
You know
said that was super out of pocket is the daughter thing because you called me out of term, and that's it. But that's about it.
No.
But
More.
that's literally about it because I didn't get out of term until you did.
Yes, no.
None of your
That's
arguments have
that.
made
You can
point.
run back the clip as much
None
as
of
you
your
want. Like I
arguments have
said.
made point.
It's funny, whenever girls say, run it back or check it, they don't know. They don't know.
I haven't gone out of term and I haven't called you out of your name until you did so
None
to
of
me.
your points
So, wait,
have
Okay,
made
that's
sense.
great.
You've made nonsensical
That's
arguments.
great. I didn't
You
make
haven't-
nonsense to you.
You made a bunch of
Wait,
nonsensical
To you, sir.
arguments.
To you,
right?
old man.
So,
Wait,
To you,
sorry,
old man.
Dude, Myron is 32 years old. Now she's calling him an old man.
young thoughts.
To you.
I am.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Calling me on my
Yes,
fucking mate.
because
That's great.
you
That's
call
okay.
him
That's
old
okay.
man.
Continue.
All right, so
I'm not talking to
I'm
you.
petty.
I'm not
I'm
fucking
petty.
talking to you.
He's not.
But that's great.
Young
That's some
thought,
bitch shit.
all right.
And that's some
Yeah,
female
I don't
shit.
give a fuck.
That's great. And that's some female
Yes,
shit.
you're a bitch,
That's
right?
great. That's
Listen,
great. There you go.
listen,
Keep talking
listen,
shit. There you go.
right?
There you go.
I don't give a fuck.
There you
Hey,
go.
listen,
You
right?
keep talking shit about me. I'm a
He's a
bitch,
host.
but you got titties.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
what?
I never
You
seen a
got
nigga
no
call me
titties,
a
got
bitch who
bitch, all
got
right?
titties.
Look around,
That's
right?
crazy.
Semen, all right?
I mean,
That's crazy.
Hey.
I ain't never seen a nigga
Find a
who
nigga
call me a bitch.
Find a
I'm
nigga
some shit.
down
I bet
near
you
you.
if you jump up and down,
Find
you
a
should
nigga down near you.
I bet
And
your shit
then
got recoil
I'm
if you jump up and
gonna
down.
donate
That's
$1,000
insane. I bet your shit got recoil if you jump up and down. I bet your shit jiggle if you jump up and down. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
I mean,
Get the fuck out
here's
of
the
here,
thing. He's not
bro.
really
I
fighting.
literally,
Like-
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. I haven't called him out of a derogatory
That's
term.
fuck.
Like I said, there you go.
Chris,
There you go. I'm
so-
not talking. There you go.
I
I'm
mean,
talking to him.
I'm
Like I
33.
said,
If you think
I
33
feel
is old,
like
that's fine.
I personally feel like things could have. I personally
Bitch,
feel
shut the fuck
like.
up.
There you go. I'm
Yeah.
talking to you.
But
Like
here's
I
the
said,
thing.
I feel like things could have been
You've spoken
discussed
now.
better.
You've spoken.
Okay, cool. You asked for my opinion.
No. I'm just.
But that's great.
You've been
There you go.
kind of ranting, not making points.
There you go.
Going all around the place and not really saying anything. But I mean,
You asked for my opinion.
your opinion, with all due respect, is incorrect.
Okay. You
Because
didn't ask
haven't
for
been
a
able to
correct
back
or
up
wrong.
any-
You asked
haven't-
me for my opinion on a
Which can
basis.
be correct. Which can be
That's
correct.
great. It's not correct or incorrect.
But
That's
it's
not
incorrect
true.
in this case.
Not true in this
You
case.
haven't been able to
Not true in this
make
case.
any sense with anything you've said.
Not true in
And
this
he's technically
case.
not wrong saying that you're fat because you're
All
obese.
right.
That is a fact. You're obese.
I am not obese.
I can tell by looking at you that you are close to
I am
200
not.
pounds.
I am not.
Uh-oh.
200 pounds in any way, shape, or form.
You
Get a
are
scale.
obese.
So going towards
Let's go to
weight,
scale.
Then you wonder why
It's
chivalry
true.
is dead.
It's what I'm trying to tell you right now.
Like I
You
said,
are
you have a
obese.
mother,
You are
you have a
obese.
mother, and
That's
you
a
have a
fact.
daughter.
Thank
And
you.
the way
See?
you speak to a woman,
Thank
your
you.
mother
Thank
is
you.
the same way
Thank
someone
you.
can-
I'm glad that they're finally starting to hit back. Because this bitch has been insulting these guys all. She's been insulting them all night long. I'm glad somebody finally fucking called her fat.
Talk to you or your mother. And that's it.
The truth is the truth.
That's it. And that's it. I'm not gonna get any way, shape, or I'm not gonna get out of turn. I'm not gonna call you anything based off of the way that you look, and that's okay.
You can call me old, but the reality is you're obese.
Like I said, because you are old. You are old. You're not young. Like I said, you're not young.
All right. Well, you're obese.
That's okay. That's not a derogatory term calling you old, you fucking idiot.
Oh shit.
Oh, now I can call you an idiot because of all the names you fucking called me.
You're a fucking idiot, Myron.
Okay.
Hey man, the reality is you made a lot of idiotic comments, so I think you're the idiot.
That's great. If that's how you feel.
And you're obese, which sucks.
Okay, that's how you feel.
You're obese and an idiot.
That's how you. That's how you feel. I feel so sorry for you.
So
it must feel sad feeling like that.
All right, just get up and leave, please. Just get up and leave.
Uh-oh, it looked like Xena. It looked like Xena was about to snatch this bitch.
And an idiot.
That's how you. That's how you feel. I feel so sorry for you.
So
it must feel sad feeling like that.
All right, what makes just get up and leave, please. Just get up and leave.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
That's how you feel. Calling me
just
obese.
men harpoons.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ass got no ass. Oh shit.
There's no fucking way you're doing
Oh
this
shit.
right now.
Wait. Can't wait for that?
Bro, she's huge.
Wait. I'm huge. I have no ass.
You had one
That's
task
how
to
you
do,
make
bro.
someone kill themselves. You know that, right?
An opinion
Oh,
and
shut
advice.
the fuck up.
No.
You
Listen
had
to me.
one
Listen to me.
task.
No, listen to me. You are.
You had one
what?
task to do.
I'm a huge dick. You guys gotta be a little nicer though. I'm a
Actually,
big
like,
dick.
hello, like, no, like that.
Are you kidding me? You guys got to be nicer. You didn't hear that fucking bitch? Do you see how girls, all they heard was their insults of their insults. They're not acknowledging that this bitch literally insulted and disrespected them all night long. But yeah, you were kind of a dick.
That's like that's. No, you're funny. No,
I'm sure, right?
No, you're not like.
You're like
No,
it's like an 8.5.
If she's gonna talk shit, you gotta be able to take it back. It is what it is.
listen.
And here's the thing, she is obese, bro. It's a fact.
Yeah, she is.
She's not obese.
Come on, I said scrub. Come on.
Bet she is obese.
I'm not obese, so I can't say that.
Search up.
Here we
No,
go.
obese.
Here we go. The definition of obese. Here we go.
20 to 30 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
She's way
She would
overweight.
be.
Like, not obese.
But based on like
By-
BMI, I'm
by
assuming.
doctors would do
Yeah, bro. Like that's a fact. She's definitely 30 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Like what are y'all talking about?
I think the stigma just sounds worse than what obese actually is.
She's obese.
It sounds worse.
She is obese.
Worse than, yeah.
Any doctor that way, they're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, she's obese.
Which is her choice, you know.
Hey, it is what it is.
Hey,
Yo.
What about you?
She gone yet or what?
No. Myron, she's obese, man. Relax.
Follow your way out of here, man.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Hey, man.
Okay. All right. Thoughts on the show?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it was good because we got to go back and forth, and this is the whole point, to go back and forth. But I feel that if you're gonna say facts, you're gonna say facts, not your opinion from both parties. Like,
Okay, so I'm going to leave it there because it is 8:45, and it is about to be past my bedtime. Thank you guys very, very much, very much for tuning in. Thank you to all of my super chatters. You guys were extremely generous today. You guys were extremely generous yesterday. And I really... Oh, that's actual fireworks. Okay. Yeah, they're starting to shoot off fireworks. Anyway, thank you guys very much. That's going to do it for this, the 986th edition of TSR Live. Have a great 4th, guys. Don't drink and drive, and call an Uber. Take care.